Get in there, my son. Boom, chickadee chanka, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little evening transfer roundup for you. How's it all going, lads and lasses? So, 24 hours to go, just over 24 hours to go until the window closes. We've got literally until 11 p.m. tomorrow night for us to get a midfielder in or maybe get some more business done in terms of players going out. So we've got a bit to get into tonight. Of course, the big headline is Daniel James to Leeds United for 28 million euros. We'll get into all the details of it in a moment, but get in there, my son. Anyway, I think it represents really good business for Manchester United. I hope everybody's doing well tonight, by the way. Thank you very much for joining us and getting going. A couple of minutes late because of gashtastic internet issues, but we're here. So do us a favour at the start of this show and smash the like on the video. Give it a massive thumbs up. Also, if you're catching up a bit later on, give it a like and also comment down below, guys. And get involved because we want to hear from you, Jonathan Gallagher, Kayam the Vutinator, Jamie, Aaron, GTL Red, Francois Coq, and everybody else who's watching. Do get your thoughts and opinions in as we go along. So, guys, the biggest news of the night then, let's talk about it. Daniel James has left Manchester United and he is going to be a Leeds United player. Here is the latest update here from Fab. Let me just make it a little bit larger temporarily so you can see what's going on. Daniel James to Leeds from Manchester United, done deal, now confirmed, and here we go. The agreement has been completed for 28 million euros with add-ons, personal terms agreed a few minutes ago too, medical tomorrow morning, official announcement soon. So that is a huge amount of money for Daniel James, in my opinion, guys. I mean, I don't know how we've really quite gone and done that, to be fair. It seems like we've just got absolute bosses in charge all of a sudden in regard to the recruitment and the sales of players going on. We've had an incredible window signing players, and now we're getting good money for Daniel James here. It just doesn't seem quite right to me. So, 28 million pounds, that's a lot of money, or euros, I should say. It's euros at the end of the day, but it does represent good value for money for Manchester United here in terms of a deal. I mean, what do we buy Daniel James for? So we bought him for 12, it wasn't a lot of money. I mean, James Ducker here reporting that it's good business by United, 12 to 15 million euros profit on a player they bought for 15 million euros, rising to 18 million 2 years ago. Be interesting to see how he gets on under Bielsa. So whichever way you look at it, we've done all right on this deal. It might not be, a huge amount of money that we've made on this deal. He is a young player. He still is a good player. He still does have a little bit of potential going on. I mean, he's 22, 23 years of age. He's a Wales international. He's going to be playing many games in the top flight now for Leeds, which is good for his own personal development and progression as a footballer. And he might just go on and surprise a few people, but I don't think so. I think what we've literally done here is just get a headless chicken off of our books, and we've got decent money for it pretty much. So we should be laughing all the way to the bank on this one. And there are some reports to say that we've had to do this because of, the Ronaldo deal, and all we're doing right now is just recouping money. But actually, I think that this money is going to be used to sign somebody before the end of the window. I hope so. I mean, we've had some reports come out tonight to say that, Camavinga's dead and Ruben Neves is dead and basically Saul is dead, and all these deals for players potentially going to Manchester United are indeed dead. So we'll have to see what happens over the next 24 hours in regards to United signing a CDM, but it does look like maybe we could do it if we can generate a bit of cash. Jesse Lingard could still be sold. That could generate a bit of cash. But ultimately, Manchester United having to try and, recoup some of the cash. Although, if you actually listen to this, guys, so we've got some info here. The net spend, if you include add-ons in deals, some of which, of course, may never be realised, is £103 million this summer. Ronaldo, Sancho and Varane in, and Dan James out for 25 million. It represents, obviously, a good summer. We've only spent £100 million essentially net on players like Ronaldo, Varane and Jadon Sancho. So yeah, that is a significant investment in my opinion in the team. And of course, it's not just the initial transfers or the initial transfer amount you have to talk about. There is further add-ons down the road, which, as we've discussed, some of them may not be realised. And there's also huge amounts of player wages to pay here. £480,000 a week to Ronaldo is an approximate estimate. So huge amounts of wages. But as we've talked about, the amount of money that's been added on to Manchester United as value is hundreds of millions of pounds. Hundreds of millions of pounds have been added on to Manchester United's value overnight because of the signing of Ronaldo. And as soon as that number 7 or whatever number shirt it will be hits the megastore, holy shnikes, there's going to be some sales. So I do think that they're going to, recoup probably all of that money back over the course of the season with bloody Ronaldo at the wheel. So Yeah, it does. It is a good summer for Manchester United, whichever way you look at it. We spent big money, but we've got big players. And actually, when you look at what we spent compared to some of the other teams like Arsenal, Hollands, we've got such great value for money with the players that we've bought in. And also, we've got good value for money with the players we've sent out, really. Dan James, for that sort of money, 28 million euros. That's a bloody great amount of money to get for Mr. Daniel James. So who's buzzing? Let me find out in the live chat then. Who's very happy with the sale of Daniel James to Leeds for £28 million? Smash a 1 in the live chat if that's you. Smash a 2 in the live chat if you'd have rather we kept the guy, to be fair. I mean, you know, I don't really understand that argument because we've seen his performances under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and he's just not up to the standard. I suppose he could be used as a late headless chicken to come on in games and run around and create some problems there with just his sheer pace. But other than that, I don't see what the big appeal is. Martial looks like he's staying at the club for now anyway. Certainly could be until January. Unless a big bid comes in now, you know, in the last 24 hours, I don't see how Martial's going anywhere right now. So we've got him, we've got Rashford on the left when he comes back fit. Jadon can still play there. There's not really a place for Daniel James on the right-hand side of the pitch either, because we've got Jadon Sancho, our £73 million man in. We still have players currently like Diallo at the club. He's out injured 6 weeks, though. Greenwood can play in that position, of course. We do still have Ronaldo and Cavani and these guys all up there as well as forward players. So there's just no position for this lad in the team. So it makes perfect sense to do it. Lots of ones coming in. Look at that. It's a sea of ones. Polo G, Hoodstar, Jamie, K Wars, Peter Coveney, Salim, Umar, Aaron Homeyard, Dizzy Red Devil. Lots of people getting those ones of agreement in the live chat as well. So, oh, holy crap. We've got an update from Fabrizio Romano, guys. And it is a big one, guys. Oh, fuck a duck a doodle do. Well, okay, I figured that was coming. He had said previously that he does want to... play in La Liga, preferably. So let's just have a look at this, guys. Here's the latest update from Fab, as you can see. So, where's that gone? Okay, there it is. So, as you can see here, lads and lasses, look at this. This is just literally a minute ago, hot off the press. Hot off the press. Real Madrid are in advanced talks with Rennes to sign Eduardo Camavinga immediately. First reported by French sources tonight, there's an official bid on the table from Real Madrid. Oh, bollocks. Deal not 100% agreed yet, but advanced. Camavinga wants to leave Rennes now. Well, there you go. Look, guys, if there is a time for Manchester United to try and have a go at signing a player like Camavinga, now is the time, really. There's only one opportunity, but as we've discussed previously, it's actually quite well known that Camavinga would prefer a La Liga move over a Premier League one. I think Fabrizio Romano came out and said that a couple of months ago. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It looks like there's a lot of interest there. I know Shazad Ahmed says, oh no, yeah. Well, you never know. I suppose Manchester United could go in for a cheeky little bid still. There's still time for us to have a go. And if we have a better offer in terms of personal terms and wages and things like that, maybe there's a small, tiny possibility that we could lure him away to Old Trafford. But I don't see so. You know what's really frustrating about this actually is, you know, Camavinga is really could be a generational talent. At 18, he's already in the France sub, and he's available for chump change. So if United don't need to go and try, then I think this is a bit of a fail. It doesn't look like the Neves thing's happening, or even the Declan Rice deal. That's too much, of course. And Saul and Basuma, you know, they're big question marks over that one. Well, how's about we go and get an 18-year-old for £30 million? It's not a great deal of money, and we could definitely improve our overall midfield with it. I don't think, as I've said many times, at 18 he could be the player that comes in and, you know, bangs us to a title here or solidifies our midfield to get us that title. But he could definitely be a good addition for the squad and maybe do that, but also in a couple of years' time probably will be able to do that. He's still a young kid, remember, but as far as 18-year-old players goes, there's probably not many better midfielders in the world right now. So absolutely brilliant if we could get him in. Looks like he'd go into Real Madrid, though. Hey, we got a super chat here from Ricardo Bofa. Thank you so much, Ricardo, for getting in here, mate, with your 35 ZAR super chat. He says, hi, Mr. P. Can Martial, Jones, Lingard, Mata and Fred be sold for 65 million to Arsenal and we buy a CDM and Arsenal get Fred and yeah, I mean, the funny thing is that these players that we just mentioned that are not good enough for Man United some of them you've mentioned probably would be all right at Arsenal. I think Tony Martial gets into Arsenal's team. I really, truly do. Jay Lings could probably do a good job for them. No joke, no cap. I'm not even joking. I think that Lingard could do a good job for them. Fred, I mean, I don't know about Fred. Even for Arsenal, but no, Fred's a good player as well. He's a decent player there. But I don't think any of those deals are going to happen. They spunked a huge amount of money already in this transfer window, but it's worth a cheeky little offer to them, isn't it? Roshmano says we've got 75 likes on the stream. Do us a big favor, hit the like button, guys. If you're just joining us, it's free to hit the like spike, smash that thumbs up button if you're just getting in here. Thank you very much. And also, if you're new to the channel, if it's your first time here, do hit that subscribe button and get in the chat. Yes, indeed, Thorfinn. Polo Jesus, Fred shit. Okay, right, guys. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So Camavinga was a target for Manchester United. We know that this summer. There's been what, 5 or 6 different midfielders that have been linked with a move to United. In terms of a defensive-minded midfielder, though, somebody that's like or maybe even like a playmaker type player. I'm not so convinced he is that. If you look at all sorts of player profiles of this guy, he seems like somebody who's more of a box-to-box midfielder, somebody that can beat people with his dribbles and create danger and chances for his teammates that way. But he's still, very young and still could be moulded into whatever sort of midfielder that you want. He's very athletic. He's very, very good and developed for an 18-year-old. So you know what? It would just be a fantastic sign if United got him. Problem is, Real Madrid are leading the chase right now, and they're the only team with an official bid on the table. But what I did say is, I thought when somebody goes in for Camavinga, or just one club goes in for an offer for Eduardo Camavinga, then the floodgates will open and you'll see a few other teams come in to try and, get this player. Unless, the interest is only for Real Madrid from Camavinga there. As far as I'm aware, if there were several offers on the table, he'd listen to all the offers. So there's a very good chance that there is another bid from a different club. Could maybe be Manchester United, could be PSG. There are some links with PSG as well. There's plenty of clubs that would be interested in Camavinga. So you might just see some other business being done in this window for Camavinga. But at this moment in time, Real Madrid, the only team with an official offer on the table, unfortunately. So there you go. There you go. It is very, very disappointing. And Real Madrid are in advanced talks. But the deal, of course, is not done yet, guys. So that's the latest on Eduardo Camavinga. We'll bring you the latest as and when it happens. But as we said there, look, Fabrizio said Real Madrid are in advanced talks with Rennes to sign Eduardo Camavinga immediately. So they don't want to mess around here this evening, guys. They don't want to mess around. And if you're just joining us, the big information really is the big information is Daniel James has been sold on a permanent deal to Leeds for 28 million euros, guys. So that's the latest on Romano, with add-ons, that is. Personal terms agreed a few minutes ago. Medical tomorrow morning. Official announcement soon. So that is the latest on Daniel James. He is a Leeds player. He almost signed for Bielsa a couple of years ago, and they finally realised that for what is, in my opinion, a really great amount of money to get for United, we can put that towards signing a midfielder. Doesn't have to be Camavinga, but just some midfielder before the end of the window would be beautiful. Basuma from Brighton. We've talked about Sal and Ruben Neves, but as it stands, they're all dead in the water, guys. Those transfers are all dead in the water right now. Unless things change in the last 24 hours of this window, there is nothing solid for Manchester United pursuing any of those players whatsoever. Just to let you know how it goes. Just to let you know. Sean O'Riordan, thank you very much for the €5 super chat there, mate. He says, Daniel James equals Roadrunner. Beep, beep. I say he'll do well for Leeds if United don't sign a CDM. Ollie must live by the sword, die by the sword. And I don't think that'd be a good situation for Daniel James then, because Bielsa's like the Wile E. Coyote, isn't he, with his bloody TNT? Watch out it doesn't blow him up. A fair play to Sean O'Riordan, though. No, I agree. Daniel James is just the roadrunner. He's a headless chicken, and he's good at getting the ball forward when you give it to him, and he just goes. He's basically like Forrest Gump. He kind of reminds me of Forrest Gump. Run, Daniel, run. He just keeps on going. He just keeps on going into the crowd. No, he doesn't quite do that. But he does run into the opposition players like a headless chicken. It's very annoying, and he doesn't have that outlet or final product that we're looking for. Crikey, there's over 500 of you legends in here. Welcome in the stream, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hit the old thumbs up on the video if you haven't done so already. That would be amazing. Thank you very much. Haroli, how you doing there, sir? Great to see you in here as well, boss. Okay, check this out, guys. Oh, wow, we've got some more information. Wow, check this out. Check this out as well. Hang on. Hang on. It's all kicking off. Wait, it's all kicking off. You know how we said immediately? I think we kind of meant immediately. I think it kind of meant immediately, guys. Look at this. We've got some more info here coming in. New update from Fabrizio Romano. Let's just see what it says. Official bid from Real Madrid for Eduardo Camavinga, a bit more than 30 million euros. Add-ons included in the proposal. Camavinga prefers to leave Rennes now more than as a free agent in 2022. So, yeah, he didn't want to stick around at Stade Rennes for another year. Obviously, if there's an offer on the table from a big club like Real Madrid, then he's going to have to take it seriously. Thank you, Backdoor Oz, for subscribing to the channel, and Nairobi Nicholas as well. Thank you for getting in here and hitting that subscribe button. Agreement close to be finalized. So it just, wow, look at that. Look at that. I mean, personal terms agreed until June 2026. Hashtag Camavinga. Looks like Camavinga is going to be a Real Madrid player very, very soon, guys, unless there's an 11th hour bid from someone like Manchester United. And also, we got some more information in here to say that West Ham, let's have a look at this. So West Ham United will not be making a last attempt to sign Jesse Lingard, as some of the reports we had earlier. And that's the latest update from Jonathan Schrager on Twitter as well, who said that West Ham will not be making a last-minute attempt to sign Jesse Lingard. Yeah, well, I mean, we never know about that, but it does seem like that is the case at the moment, that there's a strong possibility that he doesn't, that he stays. It would be really quite, I think, a shame if he did, because it's kind of like Daniel James to me with Jesse Lingard. He is kind of useless. He's kind of surplus to requirements. He's kind of a bloody headless chicken. In fact, Jesse Lingard's a headless pigeon. That's what he is, but they're still headless birds nonetheless, and they can't really create or do anything too much for Manchester United. They might be decent squad players or pressers and runners and things like that, but not quite the standard. And all Jesse Lingard doing is doing while being at Manchester United is halting the progression of another player at the club, stopping another player from having a game time who might be more effective, you know. So, in my opinion, get him out of the club as soon as you can. You know the reason why Manchester United are not selling Jesse Lingard right now? It's because we're asking too much money for him, really. West Ham are interested in Jesse. Wouldn't you be if you were Ginger Goblin David Moisey? Wouldn't you be interested in bringing Jesse Lingard into the club? Or, you know, look at the run that he had in the team since they signed him from January on. He was absolutely brilliant for them. He got 2 Player of the Month awards in the Premier League. West Ham would definitely be interested in Jesse. The problem is, initial amount of money maybe being a little bit too high because of his wages as well. Jesse's on well over 6 figures a week. He's on 100,000 plus a week. That's insane amounts of money for most average teams to play a player like Jesse Lingard, sadly. So, you know, there has to be some sort of level where they meet in the middle here with the amount of transfer money involved here to make it slightly more good value for West Ham to actually bother. Because although he is a good player for them, you know, he's still only Jesse Lingard. No disrespect. But he's a bang average squad player for Manchester United. And if West Ham came knocking with 17, 18, 19 million pounds, I would run all the way to the bank with it at this stage, to be fair, because he is on big money a week, which you can recoup and reinvest and spend that on other players and be able to get good money for you know, other players that you can bring into the club off your books. It makes perfect sense. So very frustrating if we don't sell Jesse Lingard in this window. Let's have a little vote in the live chat. Do you think Jesse Lingard will stay or go in this transfer window? There's only really one club we know that's properly interested in him, and that's West Ham. And we've just had an update tonight to say that there probably won't be a bid from West Ham before the end of the window because United are asking too much money effectively. So get your thoughts in. Stay, says Aaron Homeyard. Stay, says Thomas. Stay, says Maxi. Stay, most likely, says Shazad Ahmed. Lingard should go, says George Bryan. Absolutely, he bloody should go. But whether or not he will or not is it's down to United accepting an offer and there actually being an offer that comes in. But at this stage, I think we might just be asking a little bit too much. It's understood we're asking about £30 million for Jesse, which is madness. I mean, you can understand some of that price tag, if you ask me. He has played for England many times. He has been played at Manchester United for his entire career, one of the top clubs in the world, and he's won, quite a few things. He's also, he's also homegrown and he's only 27. So this guy's literally coming into his prime, and he's on the back of a good season at West Ham where he did showcase what he can still do. Kel says stay. Beer Shark Hybrid says stay. Mike says stay. Issy says stay. So sadly, it seems like most of the live chat here, guys, think that Jesse Lingard will remain a Manchester United player come the end of this transfer window. Seems like it, doesn't it? Thank you very much, Haroli, for the 179 super chat. You absolute legend. He says, Piggy's on fire. Everyone smash the like button. Hey, thank you very much there, Haroli. You're an absolute star. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in the live chat there for Mr. Haroli. And we've got 800 legends in here right now. Get in there. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. We're on here every day giving you all the latest updates with the transfer window. Pretty much quicker than I guess you can get it anywhere else, really, if we're being honest. So if you like this format, do get involved. You're all welcome in the live chat. You only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to be able to chat with everybody. So yeah. Anyway, so let's get on with this, guys. Let's get on with this. So a bit of information still to talk about before we get into the live chat. So the biggest news that's coming out tonight, Daniel James signs for Leeds. Eduardo Camavinga looks imminent to join Real Madrid unless there is an 11th hour bid from Manchester United or from PSG or from anybody to go and get him. I always thought that when the bid did come in, the initial bid did come in for Camavinga, that you would see plenty of other clubs trying to sign him because he represents great value for money. He's 18, give him a few years' time and he'd probably be one of the best midfielders in the world. He already is a really great young talent at 18 playing in the France setup. That doesn't happen unless you've got qualities and unless you're a really good standard young player. So I do think that the ceiling is very high for Eduardo Camavinga, and whoever signs him at this stage is getting a ridiculous bargain because he's only 30 million euros. Stade Rennes are in the position where his contract runs out next summer in June. They can't keep him. They're not a big enough club to really justify him staying. There's so many big offers from big different teams, and Camavinga is only 30 million quid. So whoever he does decide to go to is getting a good cheap player there, who in a few years' time will be a monster of a player more than likely. So United should absolutely try and sign him. I don't think that we will now because it looks like Real Madrid are far advanced there, and it might just be announced any moment soon. Who knows? Or certainly in the morning, So there's lots of business to be done in the last 24 hours. We'll see if Manchester United can get any piece of that pie, the Camavinga pie. What do you reckon, guys? Where does Camavinga end up this summer? Let me know. Does he go to Real Madrid? Does he stay at Stade Rennes? Does he join Manchester United, PSG? Let me know in the live chat. We got some information here in regards to Camavinga as well. Let's just pop through. So Real Madrid look Camavinga's most likely destination at the moment, ahead of PSG. If the deal can be concluded before the window closes, as below from last month, United always felt he favoured Spain. Yes, that's right. So James Ducker, it was from in July, he did mention that that's where we got this source from last month, where he said that he was more interested in joining a club in Spain. He says he has his heart set on a move to Spain over the next 12 months as the club prioritises the recruitment of a centre-half. So, yeah, it's very, very much possible that this is all wrapped up very quickly at Real Madrid. I think that Man United should try and go in for him, but let's be honest now, we probably won't. We've got a super chat from Son Goku Ian97. Thank you very much, Son Goku Ian97, mate, for getting in here with your super chat, sir. Appreciate you, man. He says, "Hey, Pig, I sprained my ankle badly 2 weeks ago and I still can't walk with it pain. But Ronaldo is making me cream myself." Viva Ronaldo. Crikey, steady on there, Son Goku Ian97, mate. Nah, that's fair enough, mate. I don't blame you, mate. It's been an absolute mangasm tantric cream fest ever since Ronaldo was announced, dude. So I understand what you're saying. Thank you so much. Let's get some love hearts in there for Mr. Son Goku. I hope you feel better soon with your ankle problem, mate. That's gash. Oh, sprained ankles, gash. Greenwood's going to learn a lot from CR7, says Anonymous14. You said it yourself. Greenwood's going to be learning from literally the best players in the world, the best player in the world. He's also going to be learning from Edinson Cavani. He's not too shabby either, let's be honest. So in terms of movement and experienced legends to learn from, crikey, Mason Greenwood should be learning from literally the best players possible. Just on that, actually, guys, I just want to talk about this for a moment because you know how Edinson Cavani and he has the number 7 shirt, and you know how Ronaldo's CR7, and we're signing him and we need to register him with the Premier League, etc. over the next 24 hours. Well, there's some sources to say that at this stage, this can still be things done. So Man United are supposed to have asked the Premier League for special circumstance, essentially, where, look, he's a brand, it's CR7, he's going to add so much interest and eyes and money to the Premier League. It's in your interest to just let us swap a couple of freaking shirts over at the start of the season. So it may well happen, right? It's understood Cavani would not stand in Cristiano Ronaldo's way. But the thing is, what shirt number will Cavani have? Well, Martial's still there at the moment with that number 9. Ripping that number 9 off Martial is only really going to just add insult to injury to Martial there. He's already not going to be featuring much in the side, if at all. So, you know, what you can't really take the number 9 off of him right now. But Daniel James has just been sold to Leeds United. And he's got the number 21 shirt. 21 incoming, baby. 21 title incoming, baby. Daniel James. Give it to Cavani. Give Cristiano Ronaldo the number 7. Job's a good one. I don't know if Cavani would want the number 21, but you could say to him, look, mate, it's iconic. We're going to be fired to the title this season, the 21st title, and you're going to be wearing that 21, sir. So, in my opinion, that could still happen. I hope Ronaldo gets the 7 anyway. It's not that I don't think Cavani's a great number 7 for us. He has lived up to that shirt number. It's just that Ronaldo's that brand, and it just feels weird to think of Cristiano Ronaldo playing for United not wearing any other number that's wearing a different number than 7, to be fair. Thank you very much, Bell691. He says, like, share, and subscribe. 50k incoming. Yes, guys, if you are new to the channel, do smash that like and subscribe on the video. Thank you very much, dude. We need a DM, says Amazing M. 100%. It's actually painful watching our midfield play with that yabba dabba doo prick. Fred in the centre part. No disrespect to him. I guess that was kind of disrespectful. But you know what I'm saying? What we need is somebody, you know, really, really good in that position who can not only do the dirty work and win it back, but also get your head up and play a bloody forward pass, mate. And not just give the ball away to the opposition every single time. Thank you very much, Rafa Choo Choo, for subscribing there. And also everybody else who's hit that subscribe button there. Super chat here from DV. He says United should sign Bellingham rather than Camavinga. Wow, what a great comment. 17-year-old Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund, in my opinion, will be a Manchester United player one day. I see Borussia Dortmund as basically like a feeder club for Man United at this stage. All they do is develop our players and we end up buying them a couple of years down the road, and they do all the dirty work, but they make a good profit out of it. They've got this really proven system of recruitment where they buy young players, they develop them, they turn them into stars, and then they sell them for huge amounts of money. So it works for them too. Jude Bellingham fits into that, but I actually got a feeling, it's a really good comment, but he would cost quite a bit right now, and I've got a feeling that he's also maybe not ready. He is only 17. I think he's a very good talent, though. Give him a few years' time. I think when he's 19, 20, United should go and sign him, absolutely. When he's at this situation where it's, you know, the Jadon Sancho situation where he's had a couple of years of development playing with men in the Bundesliga, developing, playing really well, and proving himself over there in the Bundes, then that's when we should move. In a couple of years' time, let them develop him. But I do believe Jude Bellingham will end up a Manchester United player imminently one day. That's just my thoughts. Son Goku with another super chat. He says, surely the league will give Ronaldo, will get the 7. Yeah, I think that the league will make an exception on this. It's not every day that you sign the most famous player in the world. And he is such a brand. I mean, the number 7 is synonymous with Cristiano Ronaldo. Literally, you know, when you think of the 7 right now in football, I mean, who do you think of? I mean, obviously, you know, I'm not talking about players that have gone before. I'm talking about players right now in world football who are still around right now. I mean, he's the most famous 7. Well, he's just CR7, isn't he? So, you know, yes, there's Jadon Sancho. He was number 7. You know, he doesn't even he pales in comparison in terms of who's the most iconic number 7 right now. Cristiano Ronaldo is the most iconic number 7. His whole brand is based on that. You can't expect him to become CR77, I guess. Well, that's the most realistic. If you weren't going to give him the 7, I suppose, would just be to whack 2 7s on his back. Hey, or hell, put 3 7s on his back. Let's give him the 777 number. Big God Bob, thank you very much for a £2 super chat as well. He says, Jesse Lingard, clock the flop. You cock. Fair enough, Big God Bob. Yeah, okay. Jesse Lingard, I mean, he loves the club. He's a United Academy product. I got a bit of time for Jesse, even with all that and all that business and the beans and all the silly antics and stuff. Fair play to him. He seems like a nice guy. And also, he's a United Academy product. I got time for the guy, but that time expired about, I don't know, 18 months ago, really. He's had plenty of time and opportunities to prove himself. He's not up to the standard. I'm surprised there's no other clubs that are interested in him. I'm going to be totally honest. I would have thought there would definitely be some clubs interested in Jesse, even for over £20 million. West Ham being one of them, but they don't seem to want to play ball there. How's about Mr. Jose Mourinho over at Roma? Haven't they got any bloody poxy money to spend? He loves Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard had his best season under Jose. Why is he not coming knocking? Let's do a double deal for Matic at the same time while we're bloody at it. Thank you for subscribing, Al Matt Gilpin, also Waffle and Alexander Sanchez and Choo Choo and Robert Cullens and Anas Descadino and Amari Plays and everybody else, Kelvin and Didi. Thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button. Now hit the like button and get your thoughts and opinions in. Rashford, says Maxi. Rashford's going to be a world star in the future. He's still only a young lad. I think he's been hampered over the last year with an injury. You allow him proper rehabilitation and to, recover from his surgery, and he could come back a better player than he's ever been. But he needs that rehabilitation. He needs that time. Right, okay. Give me a moment, guys. We've got some other things coming through off the grapevine. Interesting. Odds have been slashed on Ruben Neves joining Manchester United. It's only a rumour at this stage. As we said, Ruben Neves, and it seemed like the Ruben Neves, Sal, and any other midfield links have been deaded off by United at the moment. But hey, that's quite interesting. Odds have been slashed on Ruben Neves joining United. That's quite an interesting development there. I really hope that happens. That's the one, guys. I mean, if you could sign one central defensive midfielder, I know he's not necessarily out-and-out defensive midfielder, but somebody to sit in front of the back line and pass the ball around while still being defensively sound. He fits the bill, but who would you like to see us sign? There's 4 or 5 players in this window we could get. There's Rice, Camavinga, Sal, Ruben Neves. Who would you go out there and sign, guys? Bissouma as well. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, who you'd like to bring in. Kante, says Jonathan Gallagher, a little bit wishful thinking. Kel says we've almost got 300 likes. That's brilliant. Francois Cox says Bissouma for you, says Malps. Maxi says Sal Niguez is an upgrade, but Garner and Levitt are coming through. Great point, actually. Sal Niguez would be fantastic. 26. He's literally proven on the back of a La Liga win. He's great in a defensive-minded team as well. He's proven that over the last many seasons at Atletico. So that would definitely be a good signing for us. It's not looking too likely for that one right now, though. It just doesn't seem like United have that much interest in going to get him. I mean, I hope that changes. If we hear anything, then it would be fantastic for us to go and sign the guy. But it seems like he's staying put at this moment in time. Yeah, Vincent Bullis says we've got 995 watching. That is a lot of people. That's nearly 1,000 people watching right now. Guys, I'm just going to say this one more time. If it's your first time here, mash that subscribe button. It's free to do so. We'll be on here basically all day tomorrow covering all of the transfer window. So if you want the live updates as and when they happen, do get involved on this channel. It's a no bullshit channel. We cover Manchester United in its entirety. We have done since 2013. So get involved with the channel by hitting that subscribe. Click the wee little bell icon like your name was Quasimodo. Esmeralda the bells. So you get a wee little notification when we post as well. Can Ronaldo play CDM, says Vaughan? No. I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying. Like, what's the point of signing Ronaldo unless you've got a top-quality CDM? When you've got Fred in there, when you've got Fred playing, it's not good enough. We're improving our attacking options up there, but still the glaring problem in our team is still there. Unless we address that problem, we're going to have an absolute bloody nightmare, aren't we, this season? Because it doesn't matter how many good players you've got up the top there. Look at that last game. Isolated forwards, and in the Southampton game, isolated forwards, not getting much service whatsoever because we couldn't turn defence into attack. Because when we did win the ball back, more often than not, it would break down with a shocking pass. Couldn't string 2 passes together the other day against Southampton, and then particularly also, how about how bad we were against Wolves? We were so lucky to get that win against Wolves. Thank you very much for subscribing, Austin Copley and Dennis O'Brien and Lisa B03. Absolute legends getting in here for subscribing, guys. Nice one. Bring back Rooney, CDM, says Gaz G. Let's make the good old days. What's Carlos Tevez up to, mate? Let's get the band back together. I like your style. I like your style. Well, that's a great comment, Sangi Wangchuk. He says Calvin Phillips. Thing is, though, I think Leeds United are a little bit light in that area at the moment anyway in terms of the midfield. So I don't think they would want to get rid of the Yorkshire Perlo just now. I hope they would sell him to us. I actually rate him. I really liked his performances for England. I think he's all heart. He does seem like a nice guy as well, even for a Leeds scummer. So I would be definitely up for seeing that happen. I'm not going to lie. If it wasn't a lot of money, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Leeds won't part with Calvin Phillips right now. They need to add players to their team, not sell them, really. And they don't seem like a team that is like, desperate to sell players to raise funds or have to sell players to raise funds or have to sell players for their owners because they're shit houses. They don't really seem like that. They seem like they're trying to progress as a football club. So I think they'll be adding to the midfield, if anything, rather than selling. Peter Coveney says, no, fuck Tevez. I was only joking. I don't want Tevez to come back. Makes a right shit house. But still, though, what a team that was back in the 08 days, mate. Come on. Ronaldo, Rooney and Tevez at their pomp. It doesn't get any better than that, really. Sam Midgley says Basuma or Phillips. I love this Calvin Phillips link that people are saying in the live chat. That would actually be really good. He is a homegrown player too. I wonder if anything could be done there. Thing is with Leeds are clearly prepared to, invest a bit here. They've just spent 28 million on Dan James as well. And there's maybe other players in our team that they might be interested in taking as well. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility to think that a deal could be done with Leeds, because they might want to take one of our other shit players that are not good enough for us, but might well be good enough for them, Thank you, William Carey, for hitting that subscribe button as well. A 23-year-old Carrick would be the perfect thing in the world, Maxie. You're damn right about that. That's all we need. We just need somebody comfortable, spraying the ball out, dictating play, controlling the tempo of games, and just keeping it simple, really, and not giving the ball away and costing us breaks of possession and all that kind of stuff. We just hit 42.4k, Haroni. Absolutely sensational, guys. Thank you, everyone who's getting in here. Rafael De Matos, how are you tonight, mate? Thank you for subscribing to the channel as well, mate. Okay. Wow, and also Francis Poku and bloody hell, Kurt Seal, Lisa, Monero De Costa, all aboard the Bacon Express. Please keep your arms and legs and all other appendages inside the vehicle at all times. And hang on to your seats, baby, because the last 24 hours of this transfer window is going to be a screamer. Okay. Looks possible. Let's take a look at this information. Thank you, Matty Rushmano, for sending me live updates throughout the show. Much appreciated, dude. Okay, this is interesting as well. Yes, I heard about this earlier. So you know what? Check this out, guys. This is some quite decent information in regards to a Ruben Neves link. You know how we mentioned a little while ago how Ruben Neves' odds had been sliced with his chances to join Manchester United just in the last hour or so? Well, there's some information that's come out because of the Wolves are very close to reaching a deal for Renato Sanchez. Obviously, another Portuguese midfielder. And if that was to be the case, that would only further add fuel to the fire that maybe United are going in to get Neves and they're already lining up a replacement. So that doesn't mean that that's the case. Maybe they're just adding to their team and improving. That is also highly possible. But still, with the odds being sliced and with Wolves doing business to try and bring in Renato Sanchez here, it looks like, hey, maybe the likeliness of him joining United has gone up a little bit here. Neves any day says Stonky Kong. Stonky Kong, love it. Batman Nightfan says, I hope Neves. Agent Bruno says Shazad Ahmed. Yes, mate, with briefcase in hand and smile on his face. Agent Bruno bringing players to this club since 2019. Neves is the new Carrick, says Football Nerd. Yeah, precisely. This is what we were just saying about Carrick. Like, he's the closest thing really to that. He's somebody that can dictate play with his range of passing, but is also defensively sound. And he gets himself around. I really, really rate Ruben Neves. Not only that, he's also got great technique when it comes to things like free kicks or just shooting on goal. Like, he will get you some banging goals throughout a season from deep, like just pinging one in from distance. He's that kind of player. So he's definitely worth a few goals a season, as well as being a good creator, controller, and defender in the middle. Thank you, PUBG Hunt Red Viper, for subscribing. Guys, we're actually, believe it or not, we're nearly at 400 likes already. I wonder if we could smash 500 likes on this live stream. That would be a monumental milestone. So please do us a favor, if you're on YouTube signed in, smash a cheeky little free like on the vid. Thank you very much. Right, let me just cover a few other things. I told you there's a bunch of news tonight, but Leeds United signed Daniel James. We've covered that in its entirety. And also we have information about Camavinga, of course. Real Madrid working on that deal at this moment in time to get it done immediately. That's the latest update on Camavinga. It's a shame because I want to see United go in for a bid with Camavinga. Doesn't look like that's happening. And it does at this moment in time look like Real Madrid is clearly the most likely destination. More reports on Neves. Wow, okay, so more information. Wolves are very close to reaching a deal for Renato Sanchez. It seems like Tottenham and Manchester United are trying to secure that, perhaps we'll be looking at trying to secure the signing of Ruben Neves then before the end of the window closes. We'll see about that one. I hope that's the case. If Wolves are planning, it does see a big player like Renato Sanchez. It seems like that's a statement of intent by Wolves, or it's certainly like to cover Ruben Neves there. It doesn't seem like they're adding him to the ranks to me. It seems like they're signing a player to replace another big profile player for them. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, it looks like we could be going in for a late bid for Ruben Neves. You just never know. There's 24 hours left. We'll be on here tomorrow night when the transfer window closes at 11 p.m. UK time. So we'll cover the next 24 hours pretty closely and see what happens in regards to people like Neves and plenty of other players as well. I'm sure there'll be some surprises. I'm sure there'll be some ups and some downs. I wouldn't be surprised to see 1 or 2 players leave Manchester United before the end of the window as well, just to generate the cash to be able to buy Neves. As we discussed, our net spend isn't even that big this season now. Now we've recouped some back from James, and also the shirt sales that would be generated as soon as Ronaldo's shirt goes on sale, and also the commercial revenue that's already been had by having Ronaldo at the club, as well as the stock prices going up, etc. They haven't spent a damn penny this summer, let's be honest. They might have actually spent a lot of money, but they haven't actually spent a damn penny, because they've made a lot of money off the back of it, and they've spent 100 net in terms of transfers, fair enough, and they're going to spend a lot on wages too. I understand, I'm not being, that's true, but still, United can afford it, and United's price of stocks and everything has gone up markedly, so there's no good reason not to go and spend a bit more now to get a midfielder in. That's the missing piece of the puzzle. We've filled all the other pieces. There's literally one left. No good reason not to go and fill it. Go and do it. Simple as that. Go and do it. 24 hours to make it happen. Switch formation so you don't play with a CDM, says Charles Indurangu. Why don't we just play like a 5-5-1-4? You know what I mean? Yeah, like just Bruno in the middle, pinging it around to Ronaldo, Cavani, Sancho, Rashford up top. Makes sense, just all-out attack. Hey, look at this guy. What's going on there, Mott LUFC 1919, mate? Hey, thank you very much for getting in there. Hey, I like your badge, man. That's quality, that is, mate. Do you know what? I used to do a show with my friend Henry, and we had we ripped off the Leeds. You know, Leeds spent like all this money developing that badge that you've got there. You've done it as well. I love it. You've changed it as well. They had a shit badge that they made for loads of money, and then they scrapped it because it was crap. I used it for a bit as a piss take. I can see you've got it as well. Hey, thank you. Anyway, he says, thanks for Dan James, mate. He's going to be different class under a real manager. Well, I didn't know that he'd signed for. A different club other than Leeds? No, fair enough. Bielsa is a good manager, to be honest, and I think you will get a lot out of him because of the style that Leeds play and the type of manager that he is, and the high intensity pace football that they can play at times. But come on now, let's have a laugh, mate. Have a word with yourself. How many times has Ole Gunnar Solskjaer come up against Bielsa the last couple of seasons, and what were the results in those games, mate? Pipe down, mate. No, thank you very much for the super chat, though. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's a good signing for you. You must be happy about it. Leeds fans are probably buzzing. Thank you, Eliam Gonzalez Vija. I appreciate it, my son. Ronaldo debut update, please, says Dominic Intafuni and Dana. Okay, so Ronaldo debut update. Solskjaer actually said after the game yesterday that he was expecting that Ronaldo would be here a few days before the Newcastle game. So the Newcastle game is on September 11th. He's away on international break now after completing his medical in Lisbon. He's gone to the Portugal side where he's set to play a friendly. But you might think he won't play, but he probably will play because he's about to break the record for the most international goals scored by a footballer ever. So he probably will play and get that goal to do that, and then come back to United a few days before the Newcastle game, hopefully able to play in that game. We'll have to see what goes on with quarantines and things. We know that visas and documents and paperwork have already been, have been taken care of ASAP. So we know that much. There was a little delay with Varane when we got that deal done. I don't think we made the same mistake on that. But there might be a quarantine period. We'll have to see what goes on. But hopefully he'll be in here for the Newcastle game. Oh shit, I'm sorry I didn't answer your first one. Oh, I'm so sorry if I missed any super chats. You know what? The live chat's going absolutely mad. I'm so sorry, Almac. How you doing there, Almac, with a 449 super chat? He says, didn't answer my first one. I've been rambling away here as well. Sorry if I've missed any, guys. Have I missed any others? Let me know. Almac says, didn't answer my first one. What will happen to the thousands of people who have bought Cavani 7 shirts this season? Refund? Ooh, Almac, what a great comment. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of people that have bought them. I suppose that wouldn't be, I suppose that would have to be done, yeah. If that is the case, if Manchester United do indeed give Ronaldo the number 7, like I've said about that situation is the Premier League might make a special circumstance because it's Ronaldo, and if Man United ask them nicely and just explain, if we put a case forward, look, he's CR7 the brand and he's going to make the Prem so much more watched by having an him here with that 7 on, let's give him the 7. They probably will let us do it. But you're so right, though. Thousands of people who bought a Cavani shirt already with the number 7 on. What's going to happen to those if he does indeed get given a different squad number? Still, though, it may come out at this stage, it may come out that he's not getting a change of shirt number. He still might stick with a 7. That actually might happen. From what we know, he's not too bothered about Ronaldo having a 7, but we don't really truly know that. That's just from some sources, that say he wouldn't stand in the way of Ronaldo. But Ronaldo could get the 21, I suppose. Daniel James has just left the club to Leeds tonight. He could quite easily get the number 21 shirt, and that is quite iconic because it's the 21 title win coming potentially. It's not iconic to Ronaldo, though. He doesn't want that one. He wants the number 7. And if not, he might be interested in the number 28. Supposedly, when he first came to Manchester United, because he'd had the 28 at Sporting, he wanted the number 28 at United. And Fergie said, no, son, you're playing with the number 7, after Beckham. So, there's a chance. We don't know what's going to happen. What we will know, though, is before the end of the transfer window, we should know what shirt number he's got, because they've got to register him with the Premier League officially and everything, and submit his shirt number. So we will know soon. We'll know soon. Thank you, Al Mack, and very sorry I missed your first one, bud. I really appreciate you sending that in, dude. Absolute legend. Sell Pogba, says Maxi. Yeah, we need to sign him up to a new deal. Otherwise, he's going on a bloody free. Never mind selling him. We're not going to generate much money for him right now anyway, because he doesn't have long left on his deal. We basically need to sign him up and then sell him if we're going to sell him. But not many clubs are going to be wanting to pay the sort of wages that they're asking for. The problem is, if we don't pay the sort of wages that they're asking for, then in the summer next year, it could go to PSG, who will pay more of the wages that they're asking for, because they're just pure money-banked club. Oh, yes, I did see this as well, that Rio Ferdinand had apologised for comments made about Phil Jones. He says, I hold my hands up and apologise. Yes, this was in regards to the injuries. He didn't realise Phil Jones had so many injuries. He just thought he was like a hanger-on at the club there. But I kind of agree with the initial idea. At this stage, Phil Jones is just kind of a leech. It's whether or not he wants to be or not. He's a bloody leech on the backside of Man United. Hopefully Newcastle United, an old shovel-faced Steve Brucey comes in for a cheeky little bid. By the way, love Steve Brucey. I mean that affectionately. But hopefully he come in with a bid and and sign him and take him off our hands. But I very much doubt it. Very much doubt it. Hey, we're nearly at 500 likes, guys. You absolute legends. Thank you all. Get your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. I'm just going to do a quick run through of everything we've discussed in this video for anybody who's just getting in here. And then we're going to get into the live comments. So, Daniel James to Leeds. We've spent a net of 103 million. Edinson Cavani may take Daniel James' number 21 shirt. Ronaldo could take the number 7. More to be coming out on that one. Jesse Lingard. Doesn't seem like there's an official bid or any interest at this moment from West Ham, but some murmurs that there could be a deal for West Ham. Camavinga will not be joining Manchester United, it seems. It looks like he's going to be joining Real Madrid unless we go in for a late 11th hour bid like some other clubs. PSG is supposed to be interested too. That might happen. Also, Willian has terminated his contract. At Arsenal, he'll fly to Brazil on Tuesday night in order to complete a move to Corinthians. Just a little bit more information there in regards to that. Wolverhampton had a bid refused for Sven Botman 3 days ago, and now the deal with Lille is completely off. Wolves are now also targeting Tosin Adarabioyo from Fulham as one of the options. So Wolves definitely still trying to do some business, and Wolves also understood to be close to reaching a deal for Renato Sanchez, which only fuels further speculation that Ruben Neves might be ending up a Manchester United player, guys. So hopefully we'll see 24 hours of movement from United trying to sign Ruben Neves, but that's all we've got on that one at the moment. And Camavinga's most likely destination is Real Madrid. Okay, guys, so that's basically the latest breaking news. If anything else does come in the next, however long, half an hour, we will try and cover it on the channel. I'll stay on until about, 11:30, guys, so get your thoughts and opinions in. And we'll have a little bit of a chat. And if anything does drop, if anything does break in regards to Camavinga, we'll give it you here first straight away. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Mr. Rushmano, a.k.a. Matt United 20, Matt UTD 20 on Twitter. Go give him a follow. He keeps me up to date with all the latest breaking stuff throughout the shows. Obviously, it's hard for me to do it when I'm doing the show. So, shout out to Matty helping me out all the time, man. Thank you very much. A real Bobby Dazzler says, give Cavani 9. Martial is a novice. He is at 9, isn't he? Yeah, he is at 9. He's not a number 9. He's not a natural number 9. He's not a proven number 9. He's not a developed number 9. He's not a number 9. He doesn't deserve the number 9. He's not going to be starting in the starting 11, so he doesn't deserve a starting 11 number, in my opinion. See you later on, Tony. It's going down to the backup doldrums, if you ask me, at United. No disrespect, I hope he can fight for his place at the team. Wouldn't it be amazing if Tony Marcio was keeping out Ronaldo from the side? But I don't see it happening. I think that the days are numbered for him at United, and if they're not numbered, then certainly he needs to take a step back and play more of a squad role, be more of a backup, give Rashford, you know, the mantle on the left, and just be a backup utilised anywhere across that front three. If he wants to do that role, great. But again, he doesn't deserve the number 9 doing that. The number, 38 would be fine. No, I don't want to do Martial dirty. He's been a good player for United over the years at times. He's just too inconsistent for my liking, and he's not going to get in the starting 11, so why are you giving him a number 9 shirt? It's like Phil Jones' shirt number. It's bloody farcical. Phil No Bones Jones not wanting to give up the bloody 4. Sort it out. Sangeet Wangchuk says, William Carvalho, he's a cheap, and at Real Betis wants him out, and he's way better than Fred. Yeah, I know who you mean. Actually, I've signed him up on FIFA a couple of times. That's my only experience of him, though, Sangeet. But fair play to you. Fair play to you. Yeah, I respect that. Gary McMusic, hello, he says, Gary McMusic, fan of the pig. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Gary McMusic. You're a legend, mate. Gary McMusic, get in. I appreciate that comment a lot, dude. Abdullah Irwin says, big up to the pig. Smash the like, guys, and subscribe, guys. Thank you, Abdullah Irwin. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we're on our way to 43,000 subscribers, so do hit the subscribe if you're just getting in, and do leave a cheeky little like on it. Also, you can see just down there, guys, you can see the website, which is unitedflyinghigh.com. If you are not using this website daily to keep up to date with United news, you're basically having a bit of a mare, because it is a good, no-nonsense, no bullshit website. There's no clickbait guff on there. We keep you up to date with what's going on for United in a no-nonsense way. We don't just spam out loads of bullshit articles like a lot of people do. We just keep you up to date with the facts. So check out unitedflyinghigh.com. Fear Kong, what's going on? Says DKK 5 super chat there. No comment to go with it, just a pure super chat of love there. Thank you so much to Mr. Fear Kong. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in there, please. Victor Gracer says William is too slow. Paulinho is a good option. Yeah, a lot of people loving the Paulinho vibe. Respect, yeah, I would like that too. I mean, I look at a lot of the options that we could get. There's Dennis Zakaria. There's Wilfred Ndidi. There's Ruben Neves. There's Camavinga. There's also Saul. There's Declan Rice. Like, I would be happy with literally any of them, guys, before the end of the window. Cheers, Haroli. You're a fucking legend, mate. Get in there. Julian Berg, hello to you. Late in today. Hey, better late than never. K Slater says, I use the pig and Fabrizio for all my transfer news. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, Fabrizio's a don, really, isn't he? That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to take all the credit in the world for this, guys. A lot of what I do here is it's essentially just research. And I also have other people such as Matty Rush who do research and send me live updates and stuff of all the reputable sources. But we only will tell you the stuff that's reputable, the stuff that's realistic, the stuff that's actually happening and going on. So yeah. You doing a 12 hours tomorrow transfer window special? Something like that, Bell 691. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is when I get up, I'll jump on for a few hours in the morning and cover all the latest morning news. Obviously, then I have to have a little break and get some grub down me or whatever. And then I'll jump on for another few hours. And then after that, have a little break. Then I'll jump on for another few hours until the final close of the transfer window. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Hey, get in there, Sin Games. He says 500 likes. Come on. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. The baby says Kante. Well, if we could get Kante, that would be the problem solver. That's all we need is a player like Kante, and then we're the best team in the world. Mystic Gamer says Pjanic, perfect CM. He is old, but still played alongside CR7. More experienced CDM. Fair play. There's so many options, isn't there? So many options we could just go and improve ourselves with. And I'm going to say this now. Yes, United have spent pretty big on some huge players, but it's actually not good enough. Ronaldo was a luxury signing. That doesn't address the problem in the team. If we finish this window without a midfielder coming in, then we've had a nightmare, because we've only improved our chances of winning the league, we have a fair amount, because Varane coming in has plugged that centre-back problem area for us. But also, it's like Ronaldo's going to give us more up there, definitely, and drag us forward and probably get us a few more points. But the midfield is still going to be just as shit as ever unless we do sign somebody else. Thank you for subscribing, John Kamara. Really appreciate you, mate. Goretzka is great as well, says Cybersec Red Viper. Yeah, Goretzka would be good. Has he not signed up a new deal at Bayern then? I feel like they were just using us to try and get a deal there. I really, really do. Mystic Gamer says, yes, if no CDM will be very hard to compete against the other top clubs. Yeah, you look at the position, the players they've got in their position there. There's other clubs that have some problem areas. Look at Man City. Man City need a striker, in my opinion. They do have Gabriel Jesus, and he's actually a really good player. But they could definitely do with another striker up there, and they haven't got one yet. So, Like, there's definitely some other clubs that are trying to fill some holes too. We've got one hole in our team to fill. It makes sense to go and fill it. Da Baby says, Declan Rice, please. He's too much money, isn't he? They want 70 or 80 million quid for him. Even if we include Lingard, there's still too much money. Stark International says, Flying Pig, are you on Discord? I am on Discord, actually, mate. Let me get you the link to join the Discord. Let me put it in the live chat. So, give me a second. Invite people. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in the live chat. If you want to join the Discord, it's probably a good idea, actually. I post updates in there reasonably regular. I need to actually work on the Discord. I've got to get that sorted out properly. But here is the Discord if you want to join it. Boom. It's in the live chat there, guys. Yeah, do join the Discord up. There's updates and announcements. There's also a transfer news section in there where we post regular updates in there as well, just to keep people up to date with what's going on. And also I post all my videos on there, and we're going to get some other sections and cool stuff going. It needs a lot of work, but join the Discord if you want. There it is. Thank you very much. Ian Dawn says, Pig, if we don't sign a CDM, please, please, please sign one. Can we use Phil Jones or Linda Flop in there? Great comment, great comment. And yes, I don't see why not. I'm not Phil Jones, though. Phil Jones is done. Phil Jones is done at Manchester United, in my humble opinion. Even as a CDM. He did play there previously, though. He's quite a versatile player. But Lindelof, I think, actually would be worth giving a try at CDM. I think that would make a lot of sense. He's good on the ball. He's not great in the air. He's okay defensively. And he can see a pass. And he keeps hold of the ball well. So if you did put him in there, I don't see how he's going to be any worse than Fred. Honestly, I know he's a centre-back and he doesn't play at CDM, but if you take some of the responsibilities of defending away from Lindelof, that's only going to make him, better of a player, really. Lindelof could maybe do it, says Gavinio99. Yeah, I'm with you on that one as well. Thank you for subscribing, Manuel Suarez and Freedom Jacob Caesar. Get in there. An EPL match review. Beer Shark Hyper says 1,000 on tonight. Classmate, Neves is unreal and De Gea has the world's most pathetically small nip-nips. I've never really noticed, I'm not going to lie. Victor Grace says if Ronaldo was injured in 2010. Is that, yeah, I mean, in terms of like significant times out of the game, Ronaldo is a robust fellow, isn't he? He doesn't have many injury spells. I can't really think of many. I mean, I guess he's been out injured here and there, but I can't think of many times where he's been injured. Whereas you look at a player like Cavani, similar age, but Cavani is more injury prone. I think Ronaldo's such peak physical condition. He's such a top specimen that even coming in at his age, he's still going to be fit more often than not. He takes super, super good care of himself. And I think he's just very naturally gifted when it comes to physicality, genetics maybe, but also not just genetics. If you look at him when he's a skinny lad, how he's developed himself. Like, he's just got sheer professionalism and just determination, I don't know, but he's so physically fit, he keeps himself in tip-top shape to be able to perform at his very best, and so there's no reason he can't go on for very, very, very many years. He's got a 40 million price tag on him, says Gaz G. Goretzka still hasn't signed a new deal. Well, that's good then, Lucifer. I think that he will, though. I think they will. Imagine if United signed Goretzka as well in this window. That would just be the most insane thing ever. Like, that would be truly insane. I couldn't even imagine. But no, I don't think that's realistic. Is Sancho reliable for midfield, says FNR Worldwide? Well, listen, Sancho, I think, got done a little bit dirty in that first proper game for him in the game against Wolves, because he's not a left winger. He actually more so plays on the right wing. Sure, he can play on the left. Wingers can interchange, and he can play as an inside forward on that side or a more conventional winger on this side. I get that. But it was his proper first start in there, really. He's obviously not 100% match sharp. He's not 100% match fit. You can see that he's just a little bit off the pace, a little bit off the boil. And didn't look that great. I mean, I'm not going to pretend it. He had a pretty shite game, really. He wasn't good at all. I give him a 4 out of 10. Or 3 out of 10. He was really quite poor. But it's not necessarily his fault, because the whole team didn't play that great in that game. We got battered by Wolves, and he was playing out of position, and he's only just come in. He's 21, new football in the league, new culture, and he's not match sharp or match fit yet. So give him a little run in the team. I think it'll be spot on. Darren Story, thank you so much for the 79p super chat. Get in. Paolo Reese says, William Carvalho wouldn't be too expensive. I think they should go for him. He's just a great CDM. Respect to Mundo, Paolo Reese. Somebody else said that earlier as well. Yeah, he's a popular player. Hey, check this out. Big news. West Ham back in for Lingard, guys. Check this out. Ooh, we got big news coming through. Some information here. Man United agree a 30 million fee for Dan James, well, supposedly 28. West Ham in talks with Jesse Lingard. United exploring ways of Cristiano wearing an iconic number 7 shirt at the moment. So that's basically the latest from Man United ins and outs. Daniel James gone to Leeds. Jesse Lingard still possibly an option for West Ham. And also we're still looking at maybe doing something with Cristiano Ronaldo's shirt number. Vincent says, all Cavani number 7 shirts to be replaced by 3 by the club. Is that been announced? Has that been announced, Vincent? If that's... Well, actually, I suppose they're only going to announce that when Ronaldo's actual shirt number is announced. If they do say that the 7's been taken off Cavani, they have to give you a refund. Yeah, that's actually awesome. Imagine getting a free Cavani shirt. That'd actually be awesome, wouldn't it? Nice one. FTC Oxy, what's up? How you doing? Cheese on Toast says, how you doing? Here's Chongdini. What's going on? Every penny helps us, Darren Story. That's it. Get rid of Lingard. Get rid of James, which we've already done. You know, that's enough money really to go and put towards signing somebody like Ruben Neves. And the Glazers, I hope they don't think we're stupid, guys. I hope they don't think we're stupid. We've seen Arsenal spend more money than us this window. Fucking Arsenal spent more money than us this window. We have had a good window, but we still can spend more money. If they think that we think, oh, that we spent too much now, then they're idiots. We know what this generation of interest and commercials money will do for the club, signing somebody like Ronaldo. There's no good reason for us not to go and sign another quality midfielder to just give us that supreme chance of challenging for the title. That's all we want. We just want to be in the position where we are like absolutely brilliantly well positioned to challenge for the title. We've started the season decently now with results, not performances, but with results. We're on 7 points. We're sitting pretty there. We're up with the pace of the leaders. And if we invested and got a proper midfielder in, yeah, we could actually win the league. That could be the difference. If we had Kante, we would win the league. It's that simple. If we had that one player, if we had N'Golo Kante, we would win the league. It's that simple. The rest of the team's insanely good. I think we've got pretty much the best backline in the league now. Luke Shaw's best left back in the world. Wan-Bissaka, arguably one of the best defensive right backs in the world as well already, even at his age, and in the league definitely. Maguire, yeah. And Rafael Varane, absolute Rolls Royce of a centre back. What a great defence that is at this moment in time. And then the attack, wow. Martial, Rashi, Cavani, Ronaldo, Greenwood, Sancho, and the list goes on. It's absolutely ridiculous. But the midfield, holy shit, we've got a bloody McDonald's sandwich in the centre of the park. It's useless, mate. We've got a McDonald's sandwich and a couple of chicken dippers. It's bloody useful. It's like, oh, McTominay's crap. Fred's bang average. No, McTominay's not crap. That's harsh. But he's just okay. He's not mesmerising. He doesn't set the world on light. He doesn't fill me with confidence that he can be a top level player for me. But hey, he's a good player with heart and determination, and I respect that. Matic is a good player, but he's old as fuck. Samayan Alvi, how you doing today, boss? Thank you, Samayan, for getting in here again. Says, who will be on penalties for United this season? Who do you want on penalties? Thank you for the question, Samayan. Thank you very much. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in the live chat. Oh yeah, Bell691 says pin best content vote. Oh, let's have a look. Where is the link to my... Can one of the mods put that in there? Sorry, just to save me a little bit of time, if you could. That's a good idea. Hey, hang on a second. Samayan Alvi. So I think who should be on penalties would be... I think Ronaldo on penalties, and I think Bruno on free kicks. That's what I think. I think that's fair. I think Bruno would give us probably more converted free kicks as well. No disrespect to Ronaldo. He's the master of the knuckle puck free kick. His free kicks are great. But he's not the most consistent with them in terms of conversion rates. I would probably give free kicks to Bruno still. But I would give penalties to... Well, I'd give penalties to Ronaldo. Because you've got to give the penalties to somebody that's going to, potentially have the chance of getting that golden boot as well. And Ronaldo could get the golden boot in the Premier League for United this season if he's taken the penalties. Without the penalties, he probably won't get the golden boot. I would love him to get the golden boot, so he's got to take the penalties. That's just my opinion. Who do you want on penalties, lads and lasses? That's a great question, actually, Samayan. So that's a great question. Who do you want on penalties, guys? Thank you, Sisnata Goswami, for subscribing there. Really appreciate you. And also, lots of other people subscribing to the channel too. Get in. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Fred was Mourinho's joke on the Glazers, 60 million spent. A heck of a lot of money indeed. Pinaldo, says Ezio Auditor. It's funny, we've got Pinaldo and Penandes. That's what people call them. They're going to have to stop calling one of them that soon, aren't they? Unless they rotate. Unless they rotate between them. You take this one, I'll take the next one. Then one of them's going to lose that Pen moniker. One of them is going to have to start being called Fernandez again, or Ronaldo. Pinaldo, that's funny though. Batman Knight fan says Ronaldo. To be fair, Bruno almost got the golden boot last year. So true, Shame Koreshi. You're right. Bit crazy to expect him to do it though, it is. But yeah, you're so right, he nearly did. Daniel Strange, he says, hey Pig, just joined. Think Daniel James should have gone for a 2-year loan. Can't wait for Ronnie to get involved. Fair enough. So you think he's still got a future and might actually have a future at United and could develop into a quality player? I'm not so convinced. But fair enough, Daniel Strange. I mean, we've got good money. I think this is a statement of intent by the club. We've sold him permanently here because it's a good money offer and it's permanent deal, and we can use that money right now to buy a midfielder. So I think that's why it's a good move to sell him as opposed to loan him, because his ceiling is limited. He's not going to really get to the point where we want him to be. Fresher says Fred out. Absolutely, Fred's useless. Liam Lavelle says Bruno. CR7 says Ricardo Bofa. Sancho says Darren Story. Sancho on pens. You what? Bruno Pen says Daz Sweet. Great vote says Herodi. Absolutely. Lots of passionate people in here. Pencho. Shamir Koreshi says Pencho. Jaden Pencho. Oh, good one. Thank you, Ahmad Asmal, for subscribing to the channel, mate. Susnata Goswami says, P.S. I'm a Madridista. But the respect I have for United is immense due to the fact that this club treats him like his son every time. Respect, Susnata. Hey, looks like you're getting Camavinga. Are you happy about that one? Jarvis Cocker, mate, with 100 knock super chat. Thank you so much, Jarvis. He says, hey, Pig, love the shirt, mate. Looking smooth, you cheeky bastard. Murta and Fletcher knows we're desperate for a DM. I pray they'll pull another rabbit out of the hat. Neves or Saul incoming. Go on, Jarvis. Thank you so much for that super chat there, mate. You're an absolute boss. Get the love hearts in there. Legend, mate. Yes, I think so. I've got a little fizzling feeling going down. A little fizzing sensation in the piggy loins that Man United are going to sign a midfielder this window. I've just got a little fizzing sensation, guys. You can call me crazy, but the fizzing sensation often doesn't lie. And I feel like we will be signing a midfielder before the end of the window. Why sell Daniel James for 28 million right now? Well, aside from the fact that he's shit, it's just a good way to generate some cash to sign a midfielder, isn't it? Shazad says DM hopefully tomorrow. Camavinga has gone, says Asad Khalid. Wow, okay, let's find out some information. Is he actually gone? Is there a confirmation of the Real Madrid deal being wrapped up here, or is that just you saying that he's gone? Because I know we did have the info up there a little while ago that basically it was close and Real Madrid were looking to get it done imminently. But I haven't seen an official confirmation yet. The last I have is Romano gave us an update 55 minutes ago and just said official bid from Real Madrid for Eduardo Camavinga. A bit more than £30 million add-ons included in the proposal. Camavinga prefers to leave Rennes now instead of a free agent next summer. Personal terms agreed. So yeah, it does seem like it's happening. Just awaiting confirmation on that one. Might not be tonight, that one. Could be in the morning. But it also might be tonight. Henderson goalkeeper says Ferdinand Tony Mohammed. Well, I think sell him as well. I'm with you on that one. We've got Tom Heaton there as a backup. But somebody did comment on my earlier stream today with a really good point and say that, well, what if we get a COVID? What if we get one of the goalkeepers out with COVID, or both the goalkeepers out with COVID? What happens then? It's a good point. It's a very good point. And right now, at this moment in time, we've got two good goalkeepers. Dean Henderson's actually just had COVID. So imagine if both of them had it, or imagine if David De Gea gets COVID and then he can't play. Well, we've got Dean Henderson in there. Perfect. He can come and play. So it'd be very good for us, I think, if that scenario played out. As it is now, it doesn't really make that much sense to have two top quality goalkeepers at the club, paying them $500,000 a week combined. But it does make sense from that point of view, just to cover up if there is any dodgy stuff going on with players dropping out. Thank you so much for that, by the way, Jarvis Cocker. Saul income, and I hope you're right, man. I hope we do see another player coming in. Also, we've got a super chat from Santiago Duron. Thank you, Santiago, mate. Get in there. Love the name, mate. Come on, let's be having you. Where are you? Thank you so much, dude, for that. You're an absolute legend. Super chat. Thank you, mate. Everyone, thank you so much for all the vibes tonight. Lots of new people getting involved, lots of new subscribers. I can see bodybuilding kids just subscribing as well. Look, everybody's welcome in this live chat, guys. If you, I try and read out as many comments as humanly possible. So get involved. I'm going to stick around until 11:30 anyway. So get your thoughts in. I'll try and cover as many thoughts and opinions from different people as possible. Thank you, Quado, Banahaney, and Mohammed Abdanir for subscribing, and Debil, Ben Bebika, and Ahmad Asmal. Legends. If you're new, do as those guys have done and hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe to this channel, and everyone's welcome as long as you're not a complete Tim the Toolman Taylor bag. Everyone, we're nearly at 600 likes too. Keep smashing the thumbs up. JB, new subscribers, love to see it. Tushar Meta says, I am damn sure De Gea will maintain his form as long as Oli has faith in him. Yeah, and if there is Dean Henderson still around at the club, then he actually will more likely help De Gea play well. Look at the effect that it seems to be having at the moment. De Gea seems more focused than ever again. And I think that is something down to the fact that there's a good keeper breathing down his neck for that #1 spot. So that does keep you honest. Same thing happened to Luke Shaw last season, didn't it? Ferdinand Tony, De Gea #3 of Spain, 450k wages, can't remove a penalty and can't score a penalty. Okay, I see what you're saying. Can't save a penalty, can't. Yeah, fair enough, but he's been a great player for United over the last decade, though. One penalty shootout doesn't define David De Gea. Although, to be fair to you, he was shite stopping them, and he did have a mare with that shot. But he's not expected. You can't really blame De Gea for not scoring a penalty in a penalty shootout to win us the cup. Hey, DJ Disco Dave, he says, hi, Pigmate. I'd have Juan Mata starting ahead of Fred and McTominay. Still think he's a class player with lots of energy and can pick a pass. Yeah. Fair enough, but Juan Mata can't. Juan Mata's too damn small. You know, he's not quick, he's slow, he's small. He's not a CDM, mate. He's not a CDM. Unless you're talking about, you know, playing like in a more box-to-box position. I still don't like it, though. He can pass. He can pass. The position that I like Juan Mata in the most, and I really rate Juan Mata. I love him. The position I think he's best in is Bruno's position. CAM. Only problem is, I don't want him to play there because Bruno's way better. We've also got other options that are ahead of Mata in that position. But fair enough, though. I just think that he is a CAM and he should be played there. I think that's how you get the best out of him. But hey, look, everybody's got their own thoughts. I think Mata could do a job there. Why not? Nigel says, Pig, change Sancho to CR7 in the corner. Change Sancho. Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a good idea. We need to get CR7 in, don't we? Hope everyone had an awesome Bank Holiday Monday. Yes, I'm going to reiterate that as well. Happy Bank Holiday to you guys. Just a few hours to get it done, Monfrere, says Acid Khalid. Absolutely. We've got literally less than 24 hours now. The window slams shut. 11 p.m. tomorrow night. Let's see what business we can get before it closes. Hopefully a CDM coming in. Super chat here. Oh, wait a second. We've got a Fabrizio Romano tweet. Give me 2 seconds, guys. We have an update here from Fabrizio Romano. Deal done. There it is, guys. Okay, fair play. Deal done. Deal done for Eduardo Camavinga to Real Madrid. Done deal, guys. There you go. We said it. We said it, and it is true. We said it, and it is true. It's happened. So there you go. Just to give you the update, guys, there it is. You can see it here. Fabrizio Romano confirms 2 minutes ago that Eduardo Camavinga to Real Madrid. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to actually change the title quickly because that's big news. Camavinga signs for Real Madrid. Well, that's a lot. That's a loss. That's a real loss, guys. That's a shame. I think that's an amazing signing. I think that's a truly amazing signing for Real Madrid there, because in a few years' time, he could definitely be one of the best midfielders in the world. And he's still good now. He's still good now, but he's only 18 at the moment, so I don't think he's quite ready to, you know, go on and do proper bits. But he is now a Real Madrid player. That happened all very ridiculously quickly. That's what happens on these deals that are close to deadline day. You think there's no deal on the go, and then all of a sudden, crikey, something out of the blue, out of nowhere, goes through really quickly. A minute silence for that kid's career, says Bell691. So yeah, he might not get all that much game time there for a while, eh? Thank you, Roshmano. Appreciate you, mate. Super chat. Interesting. Yes, this is what I thought would happen. So Manchester United will seek special dispensation from the Premier League to give Cristiano Ronaldo the #7 shirt. Absolutely. As we reported over the last 24 hours, we have asked the Premier League for a special dispensation or a special circumstance, really, to change Ronaldo's shirt number. So hopefully that happens. I think they'll let us do it. It's so good for the Premier League to have Ronaldo CR7 in there, isn't it? It's huge. Yeah, there you go, guys. Here we go. Camavinga, Virtual Hiker. Thank you so much for the £1 super chat there, mate. Really appreciate you, sir. Santiago Duron as well. Thank you, mate. And Son Goku Ian 97. Oh, yeah, Pig Check Kerry Newsies reported Neves Twitter. Oh, yes, I did get sent that earlier, actually. Thank you so much, Son Goku Ian 97. You're an absolute legend. Get in there. Thank you so much. Victor Grassa, and thank you for subscribing, Avishan Bhattacharya, and also Albina Badman, and DJ Marrow, and CH, and King G. All great to have you aboard. 5 likes away from 600 likes as well. I missed a super chat, says Haroli. Oh, crap. Virtual Hiker, thank you so much. We've also got Son Goku Ian 97. Thank you so much, bud. And Santiago Duron, you're an absolute bloody legend. Jarvis Cocker, have I missed others? I know. I'm so sorry if I missed some super chats, guys. I'll go through them at the end. In fact, let me get all the super chats up that have been sent in this show and try and figure it out. But yeah, that's it, guys. Camavinga is a bloody Real Madrid player, and that is shite. I would have loved to have seen him sign for United because he's one really good one for the future. Could have potentially been the next Paul Pogba in the future for us, you know, like another quality player that could develop into a top class player for us. It's a shame. It's a big shame. Right, okay, let me just go and check some of the super chats I missed here. Give me a moment. Got to log into the actual YouTube thing. Almax says, what about the thousands of kids who bought a Favani 7 shirt? Refund? Oh, yes, I did read that one, actually. Yes, absolutely. We will wrap up Neves, says Jamie Shawcross. Cannot see us not signing a CM. Thank you. I'm not sure if I read that one, Jamie Shawcross. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. We have to sign a central midfielder in this window now, don't we? DV says United should sign Bellingham rather than Camavinga. Ricardo Bofa says, hi, Mr. P. Can Martial, Jones, Lingard, Mata and Fred be sold to Arsenal? Andrew Mateus with a $7.99 super chat says, long-term Varane will be our most important signing. I'm so sorry I missed this one, dude. Most important signing, but the immediate future, CR7 will score 25 goals this season that will take us the next step. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm totally agree. Ronaldo can fire us to the title. He's the difference. We do need a midfielder, but he's such a damn player that he's just the best player in the world, isn't he? Okay, so we got information here, guys, coming through. West Ham have reopened talks with Jesse Lingard's camp on Sunday night. They would prefer another loan, but that wouldn't suit Manchester United because we're looking to raise funds. One solution is renewing Lingard's contract before loaning him out, though. But I think we need to lower the asking price, to be fair, a little bit, and just get the deal done on a permanent basis. That's what I would do. How much money do you think we should be selling Jesse Lingard for, guys? Let me know. I would take, I'd take 19, 20 million pounds for him. I really would. That would represent a good value deal for West Ham, but his wages are not cheap. And he's kind of in the doldrums, really, with his career. It's only them that are going to revitalise him, it seems. So you can't ask for too much money for the guy, in my opinion. You can't ask for 30 million. Even 25 is too much. 20 million, get him gone. See you later, Jesse. Bye-bye. Thank you for the memories and the meow and all that. And now it's time for you to revitalise yourself at West Ham and actually have a great career. He would have a good career at West Ham as well. So it's a good move for everybody, this. 25 million, says Joshua Asimwe. 200 million, says Batman Night Fan. Victor says 17. 25, says Joshua. 20, says Shazad. 25, says Shamir. Obama says 20. Daz Sweet says 20. Most of us saying 20. 25 to 30 million. He's an England attacking mid. Good point, Bell. Homegrown. 27 in his prime. England international. Fair point. If James is 30 million, then Lingard has to be 25 to 30 million. That's a fair point as well. But Daniel James has like 4 or 5 years younger than Lingard, so maybe has more of a ceiling. But you're right, though. I mean, who's a better player out of James and Lingard right now? I'd have to choose Jesse Lingard. So it's a fair point. Somebody would get a decent deal for Lingard, but his wages put the price down. Remember that. He's on 100-odd K a week, guys. His wages are super high. That puts off teams paying the wages to him. It puts them off wanting to pay a high transfer fee as well as high wages. Thank you, Aaron Homeyard. He says, smash the like for the piggy. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Ernest Kaseka, for subscribing to the channel. Harodi says, not sure West Ham will pay more than 18 million, I reckon. I reckon that's about right, Harodi. I think that's about the right figure. I don't think they wanted to pay any more than that for the guy. He's on a lot of money. 25 million for Lingard, says Taiwo Alamuya. James is 21 years of old, says Batman Nightfall. I thought he was 22. Fair play to you. He's young. That's what I mean. He's young. He is young. Lingard is long in the tooth, says Victor Gracker. He's the oldest 27-year-old there is. Actually, he's not. He's kind of the youngest 27-year-old there is. If you actually figure Jesse Lingard. I look at Jesse, I don't know if it's just because I'm old now. I'm 34 in a couple of days' time, so I'm old compared to Jesse anyway. I don't know if it's I just look at him, but he just looks like a little boy to me. He looks super young still. He looks like he's about 21, to be fair to the lad. Dan Sweet says Lingard ain't getting better, but Dan James can. That's right. They're paying for potential there. You're so right. They're paying for potential. Susnata says it's 4 a.m. here and I'm wide awake watching your stream. That's awesome, Susnata. Well, yeah, you better go off to bed in a minute. Diogo Santos, hello, sporting fan getting in here. How you doing? He says, big sale in James. Didn't think we'd make a profit there. Is it realistic to think we'll get a decent DM? Yes, especially if we sell J-Lings. If you hear United doing business for J-Lings out the door, that's all of the money generated that we need for a midfielder. We sold Dan James for 28 million euros, put that money towards signing a midfielder anyway, if you ask me. But certainly if you see us do more business and get another player off the books, especially a high-paid player like Jesse, then it does make a heck of a lot of sense to try and do that. Okay, so we also have more information coming out here, guys, about Sal Niguez at Chelsea. And it looks like it is a no at this moment in time. Nothing has changed at this moment in time in regards to Chelsea and Sal. So they are sniffing around Sal. We're supposed to have some interest. I think that chance of that happening is getting less and less by the moment. Seems like the Ruben Neves link is quite strong, though. Again, just a few hours ago, didn't seem there was much of anything there. But the bookies have slashed the odds on Ruben Neves joining Man United this evening. And also, what has happened is Renato Sanchez is supposedly a target for Wolves, and they're currently working on bringing him in. So if they do sign Renato Sanchez, that only increases the likeliness that he's, coming in to sort of effectively replace Ruben Neves, who maybe United have got lined up. Right, okay. So, hey there, the Cake Cadet. How you doing, bud? Good to see you, my friend. There's so many people in the live chat. I'm missing everybody, I know. Sorry if I've not said hello to anybody in the live chat, but great to have you all aboard here. Patrick O'Neill, 150 million for Jesse to cover the shit signings Moyes cost us, pig. Wolves should sign the whole Portuguese team, says Tuchel Meta. Isn't that what they're trying to do? Yeah, it seems like that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? Are you going to Old Trafford on September 11th? I'm not Susnata Goswami, no. But I tell you what, I'm going to get up there a couple of times this season, 100%. I hope we get Neves, Sel Jones, says Kingsley Akogbe. Wolves working on Renato Sanchez. Something must be happening with Neves, says Daz Sweets. Absolutely, absolutely. That's the point, yes. Absolutely could happen, couldn't it? Something could be happening with Neves. Okay, so we have some more info coming out about Jesse Lingard here. West Ham boss David Moyes is eyeing some deals on deadline day. We had that link with Nikola Vlasic. He's obviously set to join from CSK Moscow for 25 million to West Ham. And they're also potentially looking at Jesse, though we did have a report yesterday that said because of that Nikola Vlasic link at West Ham that would decrease the chances of Jesse going. But if the price is right, if the offer is good enough between, by West Ham, United will accept. And if West Ham don't want to pay the money that we want, then I guess we won't sell him. But as I said, it makes sense for us to get him off the books, especially to go and buy another midfielder right now. Right, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes, guys, in the live chat. Just a couple more minutes. It is getting pretty late. James Jackson, thank you for the £2 super chat, mate. You're an absolute bloody legend. Get in. He says, a shout out for Claire and James. Absolutely. Shout out to the Claire and James Jackson. I'm sorry, Claire Jackson. Who I am for real. Shout out to you. A shout out Claire and James Jackson. Absolutely. Well, actually, I don't know if it's James Jackson or not, but shout out Claire and James. Thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Ernest, thank you, Giggsy and Keegan Plater for subscribing as well to the channel. Culture, Soldier Gear says Wolves should play in the Portuguese League. They'd probably win it. I think they would. Do you think Wolves would win the Portuguese League, guys? I don't know, actually. Do you think they're a better team than Sporting and Benfica and teams like that? Probably not, actually. I don't know. I reckon Sporting and Benfica would still probably be better. I don't know. What do you think? Wolves are a really good team, though. I think we're insulting Portugal there a little bit. Jeff Mamaniki says, who is preferably better, Neves and Rice? I prefer Neves. I really do. I do prefer Neves. He's cheaper as well. Rice is too much money. They want too much. It puts me off. Mido11, got a couple of Madrid pages saying Saul is closer than others saying no movement. Yeah, it's hard to know what's going on. Does seem like Saul is a possibility for some clubs to come in and sign before the window. You know, it has been talked about for weeks, various different links to various different clubs. So it could happen. But if I was Atletico Madrid, if I was Diego Simeone, I'd be doing my very most to keep him there. They have just won La Liga, and, you know, they are a good quality top European team. So they shouldn't be, you know, unable to keep a player like Saul, in my opinion. Yeah, Maxlow, AMV, Maxlow. Hello, Maxlow. Yes, Camavinga is official, mate. Let me just make this a little bit larger so you can see what's going on. So Camavinga is official. It's done. Eduardo Camavinga to Real Madrid. Here we go. The offer has been accepted tonight by Rennes. 31 million euros plus add-ons. Medical already completed tonight. That's the latest, guys. Camavinga is no longer a Man United target because he's officially signed for Real Madrid. Paperwork's signed, official today. He goes to Real now, no loan. Camavinga picks Real over Man United and PSG. That is the latest update. So we thought that was coming a few weeks ago when we heard about Camavinga's interest in La Liga. He wanted to play in La Liga, and that's where he's ended up. So it is a shame because he would have been a great player, I think, for us for the future. And now we're never going to get him. Hector Herrera from Atletico Madrid, says Philip Valdevia. What's going on? Beck, same here, says G-Wolf United. Beck says, what makes me cross? What footballers earn a week is disgusting. It is a ridiculous amount of money that these guys get, definitely. When nurses are getting bloody 16, 17k a year or whatever. It's absolutely sickening. But that's how it's supply and demand. That's it. That's life, sadly. It is supply and demand. They set the market value with their with the market, and the market sets its own price. Mystic Gamer says, Jesus Vallejo plays for Real, not MU, says Mystic Gamer. Who said that? Kingsley Akobe says, I wish we could get Here We Go on Neves tonight. I just hope we get Here We Go on Neves sometime before the end of the window. Tonight would be sick, though, but yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? But imagine if it did. 24 hours, less than 24 hours, we will know all of Manchester United's business, guys. So make sure you are around tomorrow on the channel. Click the little bell icon. Make sure you've subscribed and all of that, because you don't want to miss any of the updates throughout the day. We'll be closing off the transfer window with a rundown for a live show from say 8 p.m. till midnight, just going through all the done deals and everything. So tomorrow night we'll be on at 8 p.m. I'll also jump on tomorrow morning when I'm up and about and give you all the latest happenings in the transfer window with all clubs, and later in the early evening also. So there'll be lots of content on the channel tomorrow, just keeping you up to date with everything that is happening in the window, not just with United, but all other clubs as well, because we'll just see what all the done deals are. Fergie99 says, Real prepared to splash the cash this season. Yeah. Do you think they're going to end up with Mbappe? It seems like that's taken a little bit of a halt, unless they're prepared to spend more money, but they've just signed another player now. Yeah, Culture Soldier Gear, I'm trying to work that out. It's a bit of a logistical nightmare, mate, but I am trying to work it out. I've got somebody on the case, though, up there who's just recovering from a car accident, and then they're going to be doing it for me. So, yes. Can you all please vote for our Picking the Best Content Creators Award on YouTube Awards? Oh, thank you, Bell691. Yeah, okay, then let me get that page for you. Go on, then. Seeing as you're all here, guys, if you like this vibe, we did actually get nominated for a Football Content Award for a Best Video Creator. It would be amazing if you guys voted for me, I'm not going to lie. So let me get the thing up. I'll go to the Vote Now section. Here it is. I'll put it in the live chat, everybody. So please do us a favor. Click on this link. It will take you to the Football Blog Awards website. All you have to do, there's a drop-down box in the Best Independent Creator category, and you click Flying Pig United, and then you press Submit, and that is it. Vote for me. There it is. Okay, so Football Content Awards. I'll pin it to the top of the live chat, guys. I'll just give you a moment to join the Discord as well. The Discord link's at the top of the live chat before I change it. But yeah, vote for me, guys. There it is. You can vote for the Flying Pig United YouTube channel to win the Best Small Independent Creative Video category award if you want. Please go and do that. That'd be much appreciated, honestly. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lewis, WWE606. He says, I will vote for you. Thank you, Julian Berg says, I will vote too. Thank you so much. You're legends then, aren't you? Absolute State says Mets Gaming. How's Mr. and Mrs. Mets tonight? Daz Sweets, if only Vidal was in his prime. Oh, yeah, he was a great player, the Chilean beast. Thank you, Lewis, though. JMD Ronaldo will be announced with the number 7. I think so. I think so as well, JMD. I think they'll make some allowances. Also, look at that, guys. Rushmano in the live chat, one of the mods there. He says, take a look at transfers MUFC. He's put his Twitter handle in there. Great source for Manchester United updates on Twitter, so go and give him a follow there. Also, Berber's put the channel membership in there. It says join the BB. If you want to join the channel membership, you can. It's right there. Thank you, Berber. Santiago Giron with that fire. Of course, we will vote. Thank you, Fergie99. Zidane's better than the PE teacher, says Victor. Nah, I don't think so, mate. Well, fair enough. He has one bloody free 3 or 4 Champions Leagues and a bunch of stuff. Thank you, JMD. He will vote. Man Red says Neves, please. Bell says everyone, please vote. Pigo, mate, do the online player accounts. I'm sure Bacon Brigadiers are itching to chew the fat on your great channel. Oh, you mean online ones? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, yes. I mean, I could. There's so much stuff going on. I mean, there's so much. It's difficult, Eddie. I've got the FIFA going on. I've got lots. There's not enough hours in the day at the moment, mate. But I'm trying to get some others to help me do stuff like that. Some other people to help. So it's a good idea. Cybersec Red Viper, Real Madrid. Do you want to do it, Eddie? Real Madrid have recently set an 18 million price tag on Isco. And oh boy, is a player any club should be interested in. Fair enough. Yeah, Isco's good player. Not right for United right now, but a good player nonetheless. Rushmano says we got 655 likes on the stream. That is sensational. Everyone hit the like button. Let's see if we can get 700 on this. Seifu Sari and Move Makers and Jaden and FaZe Matt and Thiago Costa. Thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button. What do I think we should get now, Piggy, since Camavinga's gone to Madrid? It's Ruben Neves all day. Ruben Neves all day from Wolves. Exactly what we need. Ticking things over in the park. The Portuguese Michael Carrick. That's what we need. Thank you, Andy Hammond, for voting, mate. Get in. He says he'll vote, no problem, legend. Neves odds are now 2-1, says Brand United. I know. I said the odds have been slashed with the bookmakers tonight. Because of the Renato Sanchez link with Wolves. So, hey, look, you never know, guys. Ruben Neves might be coming to Manchester United. You just don't know. We'll bring you the latest as it happens throughout the show tomorrow. So sad to see Dan James go. Are you for real? Chloe Conke says Fabus just tweeted. Okay, let's take a little look, see what's going on. If there's any more information about anything related to what we need to know. Oh, you mean about Fab just tweeted about Camavinga? Oh, yes, that's up on the screen, actually, there. No new ones from Mo, I don't think. Thank you, Lewis. Just voted for you. You seem like a top bloke. You're a legend then, Lewis. Get in. Kingsley Cogbe says, I can't wait for CR7 to be officially welcome in Old Trafford. Comes the 11th. Yeah, looks like he'll be starting on the 11th of September in the Newcastle game. Not tonight, actually, Aiden plays, mate. I can't really play FIFA tonight because I've got to get up early tomorrow in case there's any breaking Man United news. Tomorrow, there won't be any FIFA either. It's all go. It's all go, all go. And we'll be back, though, later in the week with that. But just to be fair, it is end of transfer window. I haven't got time for that, to be fair. Culture Soldier Gear, get in. Yes, we will get some fan stuff sorted out. Mets Gaming, 420 Crusaders, Sanchez, I'd rather have than Neves. Ooh. Interesting. BBC transfer gossip in a few minutes, says Bell. If you're having buffering issues, is there buffering issues going on? What? All right. Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, we're pretty much going to wrap this video up anyway, but shout out to Raykan Kadgar. I'm a new Man United fan. Juan Mata is extremely talented. Does he deserve more time on the field? He's a bit older now, and he's just not quite up to the standard of some of the others, but he's a good backup option. He's a good rotation player. He will get games, but he's just a little bit over the hill a little bit now. Ason Martin says CR77. Chelsea Wolves says Ollie is the Dan James of management. Yeah, shit it, you slag. You're going to be a steward at the game on the 11th. Nice one, Callum. That's going to be awesome. That is so good, actually. That would be great. Jarvis, what an atmosphere that game's going to be, eh? Jarvis Cocker with another 50 knock super chat. Thank you, Jarvis. He says Neves must feel confident becoming a regular starter for United in light of the last game, and his bonus is playing alongside the national heroes of Portugal. Yeah, great point. Yeah, and then it's what a fantastic move that is for his international career too. To be fair though, at Wolves, you know, he is playing with a lot of Portuguese players, but like we said, playing alongside Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano Ronaldo, some of the best players in Portugal's team, is a different story. And we've also got Diogo Dalot there too as another Portuguese player. So if we added Ruben Neves, not only would that be good for those guys having that Portuguese connection at United, but it'd also be really good for Portugal's international team as well. Their national team would benefit a lot from having those players play together, I think, week in, week out. And it just gives them the perfect platform to play together and build towards that World Cup in Qatar in December 2022 as well. Lou Man U says, let us protest on behalf of Van der Beek, for God's sake. Hashtag free Donny. I agree. Hashtag free Donny. Mystic Gamer joking around. Reece Johnson says Ruben Neves would be a brilliant addition to the team. Certainly would be indeed. João Paulino, Portuguese player, says Ferdinand Tony Mohammed. Respect. Yeah, and there's some links to him also. Hey, have a good night, Culture Soldier Gear. Carrie Minat's live says Sanchez is way better than Neves for me. Okay, not sure Mata has any qualities to be a CDM. Nice thought, though, says Metsgame. I'm going to wrap this video up, guys. Thank you, Alka Mahmood, Johnny Gallagher, Christian Bennett, Batman Night Fan, everybody who's got in here. 620 of you legends still in here right now, actually. In fact, I'll stay around for a few more minutes. Fuck it. There's still lots of comments coming through, and, you know, it's not like every day you get 600 people watching. So I'll stay for a few minutes and have a chat with you legends actually before I go. That'd be rude. That'd be rude. There's no FIFA tonight. I'll stay until midnight. Fuck it. Man and Drone UK says, hi, I just subscribed. Get in there, Man and Drone UK. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. I'm not fucking leaving. Precisely, Bell. Basuma says Joshua Sinway. Now, that really, truly would be a great signing as well. Somebody that can dictate things, but also win it back and just be a good defensive-minded midfielder for us. That's what we need too. Basuma or Neves, but I think Neves is the one right now with that Portugal vibe. Kingsley, I know it's a dream Ronaldo didn't go to City. It was like we were having some horrible Freddy Krueger nightmare, and then all of a sudden we woke up. And it's not a nightmare. It's actually an amazing, beautiful dream, but it's reality. Cristiano Ronaldo's a red instead. It was poetry how that happened. I still think we did that on purpose to stitch up City, make them look like a bunch of mugs. FIFA tonight, not tonight, Jarmani, Caleb. I can't, I'm unfortunate. I've got to stay, got to get up early tomorrow to make sure I'm on for any breaking news. I can't do FIFA tonight, guys. Sorry. Or tomorrow night. There'll be no FIFA. But it'll be back later on in the week. Thank you, Bell. He says, can you please all vote for our pig in the best content creators vote on YouTube Awards? Thank you, man. Yes, there is a vote. It's in the top of the live chat there. Click that link to the Football Content Awards. You can vote. Cheers, Samuel Dean, for subscribing. Sir Freddy says Basuma. I'd love Basuma too. Who would you like to bring in, guys? Neves or Basuma? Who's your pick for? Stay till midnight, G. Might as well, Mystic Gamer, eh? YMD JT says, I don't get people that say we should win the league, but say they don't think Ollie is good enough. What is this Ollie's not good enough thing all about, guys? What does that mean? Does it mean he's not won anything? His CV's crap? But he is good enough for United because he gets the club and he's finished third and second, and this season we could finish first. I'm all about progression. He's done a better job than Jose and Louis, if you ask me. Okay, Jose won some trophies, but then he just ultimately left us in a state of shite. Ruari O'Neill, get in there. Musa Faisal, thank you for getting in and subscribing to the channel. Gaz G comments young Ronnie and Rooney in the under-11 teams of the future. Yeah, that's right. We've got their kids playing for Man United now. That's amazing. Callum Bailey says Basuma's better. I would like Basuma. I would like Neves. I'll take either of them. I voted. Thank you, McDoodery. Can the board of Man United get us a very good defensive midfielder? I think Ndidi would be very much. Oh, Wajid Adesola. Ndidi would be the best. That's the one I want. Out of all the midfielders we could sign from the Prem or, anywhere really, I would definitely prefer Wilfred Ndidi. I think he's the best one. But it's not going to happen. Leicester won't sell him for anything less than, 80 or 90 million. We won't come out with that right now. And even if we did, they might not sell him. And Herrera says, Alcon Mamou. Hey, you could get him dirt cheap as well. Yeah, PSG definitely looking at getting rid. Problem is, he's on £250,000 a week, which is mental. Who would in their right mind pay Ander Herrera £250k a week? We can't do that. You'd have to take a massive pay cut to come to United. Says, do you think Lindelof could be our DM? He has played there before, and I'm sure he would do a better job than Fred. Yes, I do, Oms. I really, truly do think he would do a good job of that. Didn't he play there for Benfica or something? And also, he seems to have that ability on the ball to be able to pass the ball around. He's got good range of passing, good vision. And he's not that great defensively in terms of aerially. So if you take some of that away from him and just give him the role of playing it around, sitting in front of the back line, occasionally dropping in there, etc., he could probably do a great job, I agree. Zachariah would be brilliant for 20 Crusaders as well. Chuck Gordon, welcome in, mate. Ruari O'Neill, get in. Samuel Dean, we so badly need a defensive midfielder. Neves isn't the one. Well, Neves isn't an out-and-out defensive midfielder, maybe like a Kante or a Basuma or a Net or an Ndidi or that type. But he is defensively sound, and what he also is a pass master, a deep-line playmaker. You could have said the same about Michael Carrick back in the day, that he wasn't an out-and-out defensive midfielder, but he was a very good defensive midfielder who could also just pass it and spray it and just be an all-round great midfielder. So I rate Neves. I like Neves as an option. Gaz G, Renato Sanchez was minute in the Euros, worth a shot. Well, it looks like he's going to Wolves, mate. Wolves have initiated some dealings with Renato Sanchez tonight, and there's some interest there. They might well get him, which would only further fuel the fire that Neves is joining United, or we could go in for a bid. Thank you, Patrick O'Neill, you hero. Welcome in, Helder Cordozo as well. Pig, Vimto or Ribena? Got to be Ribena for me, Kate Cadet, all day. He's a much better player than Vimto. JMD says, we got 30 million for James, so there is no excuse for not getting a CDM. Spot on. And we may well get Lingard or somebody else out before. There is no good reason not to. Plus, we only spent 103 million net, even on Ronaldo, Varane and Sancho, believe it or not. because we've got James out, and also you know, that's not, to be fair, that's not including bonuses or add-ons, which may not be realised. That's the thing with bonuses and add-ons. Sometimes they're not reached and you don't have to pay the bonus and add-on. We got nearly 700 likes, says Rushmano. Come on, we can do it, baby. Smash that thumbs up. Finley says, so annoying, we ain't getting no CDM. They call him Mystic Finley because he predicts these things. Oh, I hope we do. You might be right, but I hope we do. G-Wolf GMD could be as owners, could put the biffers on for no players. DJ Disco Dave says, Neves makes quite a few mistakes against United on Sunday, to be fair. I mean, I don't know about that. I thought his range of passing was brilliant. Look at his first 2 performances in the league against Leicester and Spurs as well. I thought he was boss. But fair enough. I mean, look, fair enough. Everybody's got different opinions. Everyone thinks that we need 2 different types of midfielder, though. There's either the proper central defensive midfielder destroyer, such as an Ndidi or an N'Golo Kante type, or it's the deep-lying pass master like a Carrick or like a Neves. I'd be happy with either, to be honest. Sub to Flying Pig says, hey Piggy, you're manager of Rams. Are you angry that your goalkeeper rushed Messi for a photo and autograph as soon as the game ends? Did he? I didn't see any of that. Yeah, I probably would say, look, come on. Especially if they lost or whatever, don't be doing that. Wait until you get into the bloody tunnel or something. But that's piss poor, isn't it? Kai Rooney is good, apparently, says Big God Bob. Nice. Hopefully he has a good future in the game. If he's anywhere near as good as his dad, you're going to have a good player on your hands. Renato Sanchez is pretty good, Jamali Caleb. Yeah. Vinay Kumar says Neves is a bit like Scholes or Perlo, deep line playmaker. Spot on as well, Vinay Kumar. That's what I could see him doing, yeah. Ronaldo would give us justice for VDB. What I really like about Neves, he's not a huge amount of money. You might be able to get him for between 40 and 50 million max. He's a Portuguese international. He's got that vibe and connection with Bruno and Ronaldo. But he's also young, and he's also Premier League experienced and battle hardened in the Premier League. He knows the Premier League. He's proven in the Premier League. He's effective in the Premier League. So you know what you're getting. And he's a good age. He's actually not old at all. Sing Game Sancho last year's money. Ronaldo paid for himself. Glazers spent 30 million tops precisely. And then you add on what they've boosted their finances with, or their valuation of the club with at the moment. And they've done very well all round. Sancho won't replace Greenwood, says Asad Khalid. Greenwood was good again the other day, wasn't he? Especially when he went out to the right. Don't worry about Sancho. Sancho will replace Greenwood. Sancho is going to be a right winger for us. The problem is he's not match sharp at the moment. He looked gash the other day because he wasn't match sharp. We say Ollie has done better than our former managers, but isn't that obviously spent most money, says Musa Face. They've all spent a shitload of money, mate. Jose got a bunch of players in that he wanted. Louis van Gaal spent a shitload of money on players that he wanted. You know, they broke the bank for certain players under those guys. So it's nothing new. Solskjaer should be spending money. He had to spend money. Solskjaer had to spend money because he had to get rid of a lot of the shit that was at the club and replace them with quality players like Bruno, Wan-Bissaka. You know, he's had to do that. So yeah, he spent money, but they all spend money. Pep spent near enough $1 billion. He still can't win the Champions League. Ronaldo's a destroy us as Batman Knight fan. Jarvis Cocker, what's going on? Let's all laugh at Liverpool's transfer window. It is a shit transfer window, isn't it, mate? I must admit, very shit transfer window. Opens up and loads of attacking formation options, says CCR. Berber says like and subscribe. Thank you, mate. Helder Cordozo, get in there, Berberini. Jamie Greton, what's going on with you, mate? How you doing? Regan Cadcar, which beer are you drinking on September 11th? You know, well, probably a cheeky little Brewdog Punk IPA, mate. I like a little cheeky tipple of that these days. What about you? Glazer's working overnight to get us a CDM by tomorrow. Dan James has gone to a bigger club, says James Edgepo. You fucking what, mate? Yes, it's been a while, Jamie Gretton. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you in here. Sorry, it's absolutely manic in here tonight. I hope you're doing well, Jamie. Is it just me, or do United struggle with the high press? Seems like that since Fergie left. I think we just struggled generally with whichever manager, with whichever system we've had post-Fergie, really. Suchek or Brozovic, says Mr. Gamer. Nice. You think Liverpool's window's locked, to be honest, says Sing Games? Yeah, it seems like it. They're not allowed to spend the money, really. They have signed a player, though. They did bring in Ibrahima Konate, didn't they? Thank you, Callum. He says, buzzing, I stumbled across this channel, mate. Quality. Thank you so much for that, Callum. Yeah, thank you for getting in. It really was great to have you in. Yeah, we'll give you all the latest updates with United. We follow United passionately on this channel. Lots of content coming over the season as well. Different stuff. People slag Ollie pretty much. Everyone he has signed for us has improved the team. Yeah, and what about the players that he hasn't signed, but he's improved himself in the team? People like Luke Shaw. I think Pogba's a much better player under Ollie than he was under any of the previous managers as well. So he's done a lot for developing players and buying good players. So great comment, K-Cadet. He has signed some great players, hasn't he? Football Nerd, how does CR7 score against the Geordies? Hat-trick. Rashford struggles on the right, says Batman Night Fan. Yes, he does. He's a left side. I'd prefer him on the left. 723 likes, says Rushmano. You what? Victor, I love the Coke, says Darren Story. I see Ronaldo getting a hat-trick against Newcastle. Yeah, I could see it, JMDY2. I could see it. Rashi best suited on the left, says Batman 100%. Wilchan, Camavinga and Mbappe for real? Looks like it, doesn't it? Where did all this money come from Real Madrid, eh? West Ham moved for Lingard on last day. He's their best player, says CCR2971. Might happen, yep. We've got some news tonight to say that they might reignite the interest. We gave Madrid a clear run for Camavinga as part of the Varane deal, says Daz Sweets. That's true, I suppose. Maybe. I mean, it's not... I mean, he has come out and said previously that he just wants to play in La Liga, so that just might be set in his mind. He wants to play for Real in Spain, and that's that. So maybe there's not much we could have done. Thank you, Haroni. Says, Pigo, that target you said will be hit by the end of September, mate. I don't know about that one. It's just going a bit mad at the moment because of the transfer window closing and United doing bits. I don't know about that one, Haroni, but I hope you're right though, mate. I hope you're right. If you are new to the channel, do hit the subscribe and see if we can get get up there. Thank you, Haroni, mate. Come on, let's get 800 likes, says Vincent. Julianberg, it's my birthday today, 35 and 1 year older than you 1 year older than me, you old fart. Julian, let's get some birthday cake emojis in there, and happy birthday to you, Julian. Many happy returns, dude. Yeah, I'm 34 in a few days, so you are a bit older than me. Get in there. Happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a cracking rest of the night. Wajid says, with Pogba in midfield, we need a good DM to make Pogba flourish very well. Check out France midfielder with Kante and Pogba. So true, yeah. Look at what Kante allows Pogba to go and do in that France team. He frees him up to go and create and run amok. So true. We need a player like Park Sang-hoon, says V. Nay. Just imagine Fabrizio tweeting Neves to United, here we go. Then we're set for the rest of the season. So true, Kingsley, yes indeed. Harodi says, happy birthday, Luman. Ronaldo to bring personal CDM for us. Cristiano taking the number 7. Looks like it, Martin. Could happen, we don't know. Looks like they've asked for a special dispensation from the Premier League to give him that CR7. And I think they'll accept it as long as, Cavani's happy to take a different number. He might take the 21, or he could take Martial's number 9. Garner should have got a chance. Yeah, that's a good shout, Dazweez. He wouldn't have been anybody worse than Fred, would he? That's a great point. Ollie's at the wheel. Get in. Oms M says, happy birthday. Mahaste, I think Neves would be a good fit. Victor Grassa says, CR7 would attract a good CDM. Yeah, what a great point. How many players in world football would be interested in joining a player for Man United right now? Nearly all of them. What a great team we've assembled all of a sudden. Like, we've got some world-class, the most famous player in the world included in the team, which a lot of kids would dream to play in that team with. Oink oink, Craig C. Jemba waiting for the call, says Lou Man. Moose, it's all about the system and not individual players. I want to be Edouard. Sin Game says, even if we get a CDM, we are still one injury away from McFred. Too little, too late. Definitely, that's a good point, actually. It's a good point. It's your birthday today too, Craig C. Happy birthday to you, 36. Get in. Many happy returns. Let's get some cakes in there. Ronaldo can have the 77. Fair point. Yep, that's 2 sevens. 2 for the price of 1. Uchichi James. I would love to have Ruben Neves on Man United. James said so. Fair enough. I would love to have Ruben Neves too. I think Ronaldo will bring the best out of Fred, says Martin. Viva Ronaldo, says Chloe. Santiago Duron. I'm actually trying to keep up with the chat here to end the stream, and it's impossible. There's so many people commenting. It's fucking impossible. I want to get everybody's comment read to the bottom, but it's fucking impossible, guys. This is insane. Thank you, everyone, for coming in tonight and watching this video. Make sure you do subscribe and get involved with this awesome community of legends on here. Luke Cooper, thank you very much, mate. Patrick O'Neill. Kingsley Akonpe. Ronaldo definitely getting number 7, even Premier League when Ronaldo back. Carrie, what's going on there, Carrie? Manaslavy, how you doing, bud? Darren Story, give Ronaldo the 007 shirt. Running down the wing, United say, go on, hold yourself. Make or break season for Ollie. Spot on, Joshua. 743 likes, says Rushmano. Cakelet says, let's get Ender and likes, everyone. Smash that thumbs up. Sin Game says, if Ronaldo helps Fred, I'll eat my hat. Ronaldo ain't going to help Fred, is he? Fred ain't going to help Ronaldo. Fabricio just tweeted, has he? Fair play. I've got my main man, Rushmano, on the case. He might just send me the information. Let's have a look. Thank you very much. Let's take a look what's going on. Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted, has he? No, he hasn't. This is why we get Rushmano to check. This is why we get Rushmano to check. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone who's getting in. Where has the live chat gone? There it is. Who's your bet on the CDM sign-in, says Football Nerd? Ruben Neves is my bet at this stage now. Yes, all good. Thank you, Numero Uno. How are you doing tonight, bud? Wow, the like has been special tonight, says DJ Disco Dave. Thank you, man. It has indeed. 1,000 likes. Come on, says Patrick O'Neill. Well, I'm going to leave it there, actually, guys, but it has been a great show tonight. There's the final news. Eduardo Camavinga to Real Madrid. Here we go. Daniel James also, here we go to Leeds. And that's the biggest stories of the night. We've got a few more players that we can look at bringing in between now and the end of the window tomorrow. Players like Ruben Neves, potentially Saul, unlikely though, maybe Declan Rice, who knows. There's random players. You just never know what's going on behind the scenes. Thank you, Chaos Legion, for subscribing. I'm thinking Ruben Neves is the highest target for United right now, simply because Wolves are looking at Renato Sanchez. That's what we heard tonight. And the odds for Ruben Neves to join Manchester United have been slashed in the last couple of hours too. So there's a chance of it anyway. Bill Dubs 72, greetings from Athens. Thank you very much for getting it. Calispera, Victor Gracer, Kingsley Akobe, Mystic Gamer, Brandon United, Sue! OMSM found this channel randomly, but I like this channel. I've subscribed and I'll be watching. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, OMS. You're a lad then, aren't you? You're a top lad. Thank you. Thank you, Metz, Luman, Berber, Sin Games, Shazad Ahmed, Manasseh Tabadui. Love from Fiji. Shout out to Fiji, bro. We need a CDM, says Polo. Thank you, Haroli. 750 likes. Come on, get in there, my son. That's an amazing return, everyone. Thanks for showing support to the stream. If you haven't done, leave a little like on it. It's free to do so. If you haven't done, hit the subscribe. It's free to do so. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com, for all your latest Manchester United news. Thank you, Santiago Joran. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, Julian Berg, as well. Bring Roy Keane in instead of Fred. He'd probably still do a job. I'd be throwing punches. I'd be throwing punches at Fred if I was in that dressing room. I wouldn't let him on the coach. It's an absolute disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a nonsense. It's an absolute nonsense. Santiago, Batman, Luan France as well says, had to like the video. Thank you, Luan. Butters as well. Thank you, Butters. He says, this is your year. Thank you, Butters. Bell691 and Ferdine, Tony Mohammed, and Angus Gallagher, and Polo, and Brandon C. Everyone, okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for subscribing, Ganif Napier. That's going to be the end of the show. It is midnight, so we're going to leave it there. Thanks for hitting the like and watching the video, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be doing a whole roundup of the transfer window for the final 24 hours of play. Or not final 24 hours, but until the deadline obviously ends at 11 p.m. Tomorrow night. We'll be on the channel. I'll get on the channel early in the day and give you all the updates tomorrow of what's going on in the transfer window, not just with United, but other clubs as well. And then I'll just jump on periodically throughout the day and give you all the news. So thanks for watching, everyone. Kingsley, Chelsea, Brandon, Robbie, Hilditch as well. I don't really have any thoughts on him, to be fair. Darren Story, Luman, Angus Gallagher, Reece Johnston, Matin, Shazad, Rush Marno, G-Wolf, Sin Games, DJ Disco Dave, Bell, Vincent Bullock, Santiago, Haroli, and everyone else, Regan Kadka, everyone else, Musa Faisal, G-Wolf United. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. United are going to come and do some business, I think. I've got a feeling in my loins. 60% chance of us signing Ruben Neves, baby. Let's go. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Also, at the top of the live chat, you can see there's a little pinned link. That is the Football Content Awards website. We did get nominated thanks to this amazing community of people who nominated us for... and we did get into the finals for the... Football Content Awards Best Small Video Creator or Best Independent Video Creator. So do go over there and vote. It's at the top of the live chat. Click the little drop-down box. Click Flying Pig United in it and click Vote Now. Cheers, guys. Have a great night. All much love to you guys. Remember, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And Piggy loves you. I'll be back tomorrow with the latest. We'll find out what shirt numbers Ronaldo's getting. We'll find out who Man United signed before the end of the window, if anybody, if we can get Neves or anybody in. And also we'll find out if we can sell anybody else as well, whether it's Lingard or anything. So strap yourselves in tomorrow, baby, because it's going to be a screamer. Good night, everybody. Much love to you all around the world. Shout out to the Bacon Brigade. Let's end with some Bacon Brigade emojis from all the channel members. Let's flood it out, baby. See you tomorrow, guys. Night, night, and come on, United. Love you too, NK Shooter.